Okay, welcome to the Sunday service. We are here. We are here. We are here. We kept time. It's only like 1 minute. Only like 1 minute study. We have to set up and do the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah,
Hey,
we are
everybody.
here. Yeah, you can see Peach is there looking amazing, stunning. I like the glowing light. Looks like sun. It's like a sunset on her face, like with the orange, with that orange light on her hair. Celestial is
Old
already
people
connected.
lights. Listen, this is for all to create. Everybody needs to know this. Listen, after a certain age, especially if you're white folk, you need to get incandescent bulbs. It's like being lit in the 70s. It's much friendlier to the older skin. True story.
No, so don't worry. The good thing in the Sunday service, the word old is banned. We normally say refined because people get sensitive about the word old for some reason. So it was I was told to ban that word because of sensitivities. So we say refined.
Okay.
Celestial. Celestial is in the building. Celestial is saying
Yes.
that I'm finding as many naughty words as look at Celestial correcting receipts. Meredith.
Gestapo is here. She's here. She's ready. She's like, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm telling you right now. She missed a lot. She missed a live yesterday. But she
Oh yeah,
came back for the replay and let me know. She was like, I ain't got to be there for the live. I'm on replay. Pay up. Pay up.
That's a good one. And welcome everyone. In case you guys don't know who this is, I'm going to introduce her shortly. But we all know, like you all know Meredith, you all know Crooked Beach. It's a channel that brings in a lot of light. There's a lot of excitement. Okra has been involved in the not in the I almost said in the past, and then I realized that in the very recent past,
Very
Okra has
recent.
been dragged in there. Tina is screaming, oh my God, Goga and Peach together. Yes, and I love the green Tina. That green is looking amazing. Thank you so much. Now, how is your Sunday? How is your Sunday, Tina? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. Chef Tech is saying, yo, good afternoon, good afternoon. I like how you guys are coming through. Hey, Peach, are you making money on this live stream? Did you turn on the ads?
I did. I
Okay.
did. I did. Listen, I listened to you the first time you said it. I put it in action recently, like yesterday, because I knew this was happening today. I tweaked the
Awesome.
channel in a few ways, Goga, because listen, I was already embarrassed enough at that one class where I was like, oh God, please don't look, don't look.
Peach, shh, why are you giving people the receipts? It's too early. One thing I like with you, you're normally so direct. It's like, Goga, don't call me out. Goga, I'm going to make the changes.
She,
And then,
what I tell you, I'm done. She's over there like, come on.
we are Celestial, don't worry. Is it this the week she's going to give the first giveaway out of the swear jar because the month is coming to an end?
Yes, but we're not the time and the actual date and all of that. That
Yeah,
won't be announced. That's
it
secret.
remains a
That's for
mystery.
members. But oh, Sue, I did bring cash. I'm prepared. Okay, just so you know.
Okay, okay. Meredith already showing off here with cash and things, and um,
Know
okay.
thyself.
What do you want to bribe people? Like the moment you give us like a cash there, what do you want to bribe people? Like for on the Sunday
Well,
service.
but no, it's not a bribe. All right, here's the situation. Listen, for those of you who don't know, I brought it. I brought it.
Wait. Let me put you on that big screen so that people can see. Hey, JC.
You need to turn it. Can you change it around so it's not backwards, Goka?
Oh wait, you're not backwards. You're fine.
This isn't backwards.
No, I can see it very well. I think it's because
Okay, I
I think
can't.
you're
It looks
mute.
backwards to me. All right, it's my side then. My bad. My bad. All
It's
right,
the mirror thing. Don't worry.
this is the swear jar. Okay, the swear jar is something that I implemented just recently on the channel, Crooked Peach Questions Everything, because as it turns out, I have a real dirty mouth. And while some of it is all right, some of it is probably not very attractive to some people and, potential partners in advertising in the future. And it's not very ladylike. I heard it and I was like, oh, that don't sound good. That don't sound so. $1 per swear your that's right. Again, first day with my new tongue. I'm paying up $1 per swear word. Does not include hell, and crap is not a cuss word. Just saying. And monthly, this will be awarded. The contents will be awarded to one lucky subscriber. If they're fortunate enough to be subscribed and have those notifications set up, they will get some sort of a YouTube heads up to the giveaway. Because you got to be there for within the first 5 minutes, and then we're going to do the drawing. And also, the winnings have to be able to be accepted either in Cash App or an electronic Amazon gift card. Yeah, I racked my brain trying to figure out a way to award this to folks who don't have Cash App.
Don't worry, they'll figure it out. Buy me a coffee can also be created, to whoever it is. I like how there's a very interesting conversation on the chat. Chef Tech says, it is said that those who use curse words are very articulate.
I don't disagree with you. I do believe the F word that I am not saying out loud. Did you not hear that, Sue? There is not actually another word nor a combination of words that actually says it quite like that one word. So that one has been particularly difficult for me.
And then JC says, Meredith is supposed to become my neighbor. Wait, what?
Yes. We listen, it's not occurring yet. But yes, we have our eyes out looking toward the Texas way. If given the right opportunity, we want to go there for a number of reasons. One of which is there's quite a bit of family there in the Texas area.
Oh, wow.
We'll just see what happens. You speak out your desires and your wants into the universe, and then you start living your life like it's happening, and it comes to you. So it'll come to me when I'm prepared for it.
I mean, the two of you, I have to talk about the chickens because that is also going to be part of the family. So, you guys becoming neighbors, we have to wait for chaos with all that, all those chickens. But
that would be wicked cool, right?
It would be super cool. Yeah, because you two and your chickens. And Hub Interactive is saying it's saying hi to us. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Once again, guys, I know there are some of you have. I think those of you have seen. I don't think anybody's seen Peach for the first time, but I know the community has also grown as well. But just in case you missed, this is the second time we are having Peach over at the Sunday service. I think it's been 18 months since she last started. Yeah,
January is 2 years. Yes.
Yeah, about 18 months since we last had the Sunday service, and this channel has evolved. Like, I think that is the best description I can give for that, and you can see it right there. Ooh, I know. It's the eyes for me, guys. It's the eyes. I know the banner is giving. Yeah, I know. It's the eyes for me on that banner. Yeah. So. Yeah, I like this, manifesting what you wish to happen. And indeed, we manifested this collaboration, and I'm glad that it is happening on this particular day. As we get towards the end of August. So we are going to have an amazing time. We're going to have an amazing conversation. In case you have any questions based on what Peach is going to share with us, feel free to share. In case we're also multi-streaming. So in case you're on my side, I've put a link on top of my chat. It will throw you over to Peach's Sunday service on her end. That's a great support, and the least you can do just to make sure that at least the co-host is supported. So maybe just jump over there. We welcome memberships, we welcome super chats, interact with the commercials because it's a monetized channel. It came at a cost. We have to make sure that the channel is making some few coins because the soja is going to be full, and I think I keep making a joke that Peach is going to Peach is going to be declared bankrupt at this point because of the soja. Because I think she started the challenge. This is 23 minus. This was on 15th, right?
I do believe you're correct on that date. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So
it's not bad.
Not bad. It's only been 8 days, and the soja is already beyond. I have to be responsible. The last infraction that got Peach to put $1 in the surgery, I'm the one who was responsible. And I told David Hunt this because it's David Hunt who came and we got so excited. Peach got very excited and
I,
the castle was just out there. And
I got
so I had to make
so
sure that
excited.
yeah.
So
Yeah, but yes, the surgery is doing very well. But yes, please make sure that you support that house, in whichever way you can, because we are putting in the work and to make sure you guys have a great time at the Sunday service. And yes, share the live streams out if you can, because it's a Sunday, and we want to have a great conversation. So in case you're not connected, in case you're seeing Pitch for the first time, make sure at least you're connected so that at least you don't miss the 8:45. She has this amazing show that is also about 10 days old, that they're about. It's an
there.
amazing show. It's very consistent.
Mhm.
Every day at 8:45 Eastern. I have to make sure that I clarify that. 8:45 is normally like 3:45 Kenyan time. Usually
Right?
like just before I leave work is when
Oh.
pitch goes live. Yeah.
Mhm.
'Cause I normally leave work at around 4 p.m. So you normally start like around quarter to 4. So it works perfectly
That's
well.
actually really good to know. Thank you for saying that because now I can arrange that in my head as I'm starting my day. Goga is ending his.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, it's
yeah,
it's it's
yeah.
it's perfect. It's perfect. I totally love it because the timing is just okay. Especially if those days like I'm not like working in the office and I'm at
Mhm.
home. It's very easy. Like on Friday, it's normally very easy because I think on Friday I normally get an opportunity to work hybrid. So I can always be there. Hajarine is in the building. Welcome, welcome,
That's
Hajarine.
me.
Thanks so much for coming in.
What?
Hajarine, yes, Hajarine
Hey.
is here. Yeah. Hajarine, thank you so much for popping in. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Hajarine is busy screaming,
Hey. Yeah.
and clapping and clapping and clapping. Oh my God, and Flora is also on your line. Let me tell you,
Oh,
Peach,
thank
Peach,
you. Thank you.
Flora is my Peach. This is going to be, I know you're going to get dramatic over this because I know you. Flora is my former boss at work.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Flora,
Flora,
yeah.
listen. Hey, send me an
Yeah.
email. I know you got the deets, lady. Come on.
Okay, okay. Too soon. Okay, cut it.
You pointed it out.
Yeah, it's such an honor. She's jumped over there. She had not even like I'd not even seen her on the chat, but I like how she just jumped over there to your live stream. Thanks so much, Flora. It's nice to see you. And yeah, I'm so honored to see you there at Peaches. And thanks so much for always coming through and supporting all these amazing guests. She likes listening to podcasts. So conversations really I think they excite her in a very nice way. So I'm so honored that she's here. So thanks so much, Flo. And thanks so much for supporting Peach. Guys, without further ado, because I don't want to monopolize this conversation, Peach and I can speak for days. So I want us to just, I want us to just get started. There is no like really broad structure to the conversation, but it's going to, of course, it's going to flow. But we are really just going to discuss the topic finding my words. It's very cryptic. And I like how we came up with this topic on a very random live stream. And it was decided that that was going to be the Sunday service topic. You may realize that Peach may be speaking about her story, but it may actually like be reflective of where you are as well. Not just as a creator, but also in life. I feel like finding your words can mean a lot of things. It's finding your rhythm. It's finding those things that spark joy to you. It is finding that energy that you needed, to make sure that you get something done. So as she speaks, I think in case you find anything relatable, feel free to drop it on the chat, and I will try as much as I can to put a star on it, and then we'll be able to make sure that at least we get back to it. Nightbot be doing the most. Yes, Nightbot is well disciplined. Hajarine, thanks so much for that. The World of Ruggers, thank you so much for supporting us as well. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Oh, the guest is Meredith. Not Flora. Flora just happened to have been on Meredith's live stream.
It's all
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, that was fine. So welcome to the World of Ruggers. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. So guys, without further ado, allow me to start this by reading something very nice and sweet, just to introduce our guests, and then we'll get started with the questions. So I'll just pause the music temporarily. Take a deep breath in.
My tism brain will be all off in la la land trying to dance in my head.
Right. Okay. So Okay, this is it. This is it. And oh, I have some amazing, I think, conversation points, and I think you're gonna love them.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So today I am very happy to welcome back a creator who has been on this show before. 18, just 18 months ago. Just 18 months ago. Not long, not such a long time. Of course, and the woman behind the channel, Crooked Pitch, questions everything. When we first met in January 2025 at the Sunday service, we talked about the gift of a restart. Peach, Meredith, as you know, those people know her because I know I always mix up Peach and her name. She's a woman who had spent years struggling with her health, facing the possibility of an early demise, and she's talked about this before on her channel, and eventually experiencing a near-death moment that changed the way she looked at her life. And she made a decision, and she was not going to go down without a fight. And she did leave the city, started over, and began rebuilding her life around health, nature, real food, gardening, cooking from scratch, food preservation, chickens, and of course, self sufficiency. Did they say okra? I think it's somewhere in there.
Oh, it's in there.
But yeah, but Crooked Pitch became much more than just a homesteading channel. It became a record of a woman learning how to understand her body, reclaim her life, and discover what she's capable of without pretending to have everything figured out. And over the last year and 8 months thereabout, something else happened. Crooked Pitch has grown not only in her life, but also as a creator. The channel has evolved, her understanding of her audience has evolved, and perhaps most importantly, she has found the words to articulate what she has been building all along. So today we're going back to that journey, not simply to ask what has changed, but just to understand what hindsight has taught her about becoming a better creator, a better person, finding your voice, and giving yourself, this is the most important, giving yourself permission to grow into your story. Peach, welcome back to the Sunday service. How are you feeling?
I feel wonderful. Thank you so much for having me back. Yeah, yeah. You covered a lot there. It has been it has been actually quite amazing what's happened over the last 18 or so months, Goga.
Wow.
There is nothing there's nothing like um, coming to the realization that you have basically been faking it for everyone your entire life and being able to say, I just ain't gonna do that no more. I'm just not doing that no more. And I'm not even sure who I at the time. I'm not even sure who I really am yet. That's what I've been doing. I've been getting to know me. And you know what? I kind of like me, actually. Like, I think I'm pretty cool.
I
And that
love
is
that.
not the same as it used to be. Gosh, woo, honey, things have changed. Mhm.
Flora says, I already feel at home. And I think she speaks on behalf of a lot, I think of a lot of us. That's my aunt, Tasharia, who was our destiny connector, made us like have this conversation because I did meet you courtesy of Tasharia, my sister. Thank you so much for coming in. Peach, 1 year, 8 months, it's not a long time. And talk to us about this because I like how you are so excited. And the first time we ever talked about this is, there was something you said. There is a fire within you in terms of even how you show up nowadays. And somebody could see it. It was on how you express yourself now on the live streams. It's very expressive. There's like a lot of freedom around when you make content, conversations, your voice speaking out there's just a lot but that's what of course I could see from me looking at the screen. But talk to us about the cost, talk to us about the cost of getting here.
It really wasn't a cost, Goga. That's one of the bigger things. And I think I may have mentioned this at some point, maybe. But
Yeah.
see, this is the thing. So I've been lost my entire life. I was just lost. Everybody called me a seeker. I've tried I've tried a million things. I've tried to find a place where I felt like I belonged, and there were several occasions during my life where temporarily it was livable and workable until it wasn't. And I didn't
Mm.
have any idea what all of that was about. Um, so I've been looking. I've been looking for me for 50 some odd years. And it turns out I was right here the whole time. I had to
Wow.
peel off the layers of crap, all of the ways I tried to live, all of the things I tried on. I tried to fit in, squeeze that shoe on. It was way too small. That's this, just I took it all off, and I'm like, I'm there, and I don't have to keep looking. It's not a job anymore. And you know what else? I'm so happy every day to wake up. I'm so happy. Jeez, oh my gosh. So everything is just new and fresh and wonderful now because I don't have to put on somebody else's glasses to look at anything else that I do. And I refuse to ever do that again. I just am not going to do it. Also, I just think that people need to hear somebody say this because there's people out there who feel exactly the same way. And all they really need is to hear somebody else say, you're allowed to do this. You do not have to keep faking it. Faking it is exhausting. It's exhausting.
Oof.
Yeah.
The Sunday service loading. Yes, guys, welcome to the Sunday service, where inspiration awaits and very interesting and sometimes difficult conversations, of course, that can help you make that decision happen. I like the comment by Chef. She stopped worrying about what others think of her and started thinking about what she thinks of herself. That's a hard pill to swallow, but easy to digest. And this is something that most of us go through, and we may not admit it because of course the human ego is also one thing, but sometimes just like that, that aspect of being defined by what other people think, it feels like a baggage. And I like how you say, I like how you put it very well, that I am happy where I am happy where I am. And for you to get this particular point, I know some certain sacrifices that we made. And how did you get here to a place where you are actually happy and you're happy with you, and you really don't care what the next person thinks?
Um, I mean, it's been a process, and it's been none of this was overnight. This has been over a number of years.
Yeah.
And just to clear things up, I left the city just before my health tanked completely, before I was laid up in the bed. So I don't want people to misunderstand that. But okay, so and don't get sad, y'all. These are just the facts. I'm just laying out the facts. Okay, so my mother passed, and
Awesome.
once my mother passed, I don't know exactly what it was about that, but for some reason at that point, I was able to like detach from the rest of my family. And that's not to say anything bad about them. So, although at the time I was, truthfully, I thought bad about them. Yeah, I did because I was not in a healthy way. And so I thought a lot of things were their fault. And, if they had just done this or some more supported me in that or tried to understand this more or whatever. And, the thing is, getting away from all of that afforded me something I think most of us really need to have, and that's quiet. Just quiet. No input. No, I don't want to hear who said to who about what or who went where or what girl. No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to come to your birthday parties. I don't want to do any of these holiday things. For some reason, after mom passed, it just gave me kind of license to be like, you know what? Stop saying yes to all these things. Not because I don't love them. I do. I love them dearly. I can't live like that. I'm not wired like they are. I didn't know that for a long time either. So that's probably was the second biggest thing when my health collapsed and I had the situation on the bathroom floor where I just thought I was dying. I was going into shock, truthfully, but I was actually in the process of dying overall. When I made the decision that day to stop going to doctors because it had never worked for me, I don't suggest other people do that. By the way, it's really dramatic. It's it probably was not the most intelligent thing to do. I don't think people would think, but that's what worked for me. So I put myself in a situation where I had no choice. First of all, Goga, after getting some quiet, put myself in a situation where I'm going to figure this out myself. Thank goodness I have figured it out for myself. Um, all of that. Then came this. I'm autistic. What? 53 years old when I learned this information out. And it was that's been the part. That's what you guys have, those of you who have been hanging out with me, Goga, I know we're actually friends too. So I know you've seen it. That's what I've been getting into, basically. Um, I don't take to change easily, and that's probably most people on the earth, but I don't take to change easily. So accepting that I am on the spectrum, well, that was the one thing. So I kind of got comfortable with that, and then I backed really away from it and didn't learn more about that whole entire thing. Female autism, by the way, is nothing like little boys. Okay, it's just not. And I thought I knew, because my son is on the spectrum also, and I was like, oh yeah, I know about autism. All right, cool, good, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't know a damn thing. Yeah, cha-ching, that was a dog. I knew nothing. I had no idea. So in accepting this, overcoming, the health stuff, and that's ongoing, leaving the noise of the city and obligations that, as it turns out, for me and the way that I am wired and the way that my operating system works, being a part of the everyday niceties of that's, I can't handle it. It takes too much from me energetically. I don't know how to yet, make up for that. These are things that it took me time to get into. It's like a tight pair of jeans. Like I'm like really tight. Like I'm talking about 80s tight. Okay, look, we was squeezing into some things that were incredibly. We all had muffin tops. We was dying, or like we couldn't breathe right. We're all like trying to be skinny, but no, it was ridiculous. It was like that. That was. So I've been stretching these jeans, getting to know what, being a woman on the spectrum with ADHD. Also, by the way, what is that? And accepting it, and just, I don't know, getting comfortable with it. And you know what? I'm so comfy right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have to even, if I flub a word, all right, big deal. That's just part of your wiring. But oh my gosh, that was not the experience leading up to this. Yeah, it's just day and night. So getting to know you, in my opinion, first of all, it's not something that we know how to do. It's not like a skill. It's not a class people teach. And I think the first step in truthfully getting to know who you are is accepting that you're not who you've been trying to be. Like, just accept it. Okay, it just makes everything so much easier.
Yeah.
Oh,
and welcome
sorry.
everyone. I see Wakesho. Thank you so much, Wakesho. Tashari is like sending hearts. Thanks so much, Tasharia. Kenneth Wilkinson is in the building. Thanks so much, Kenneth. I really appreciate that. Famous is in the house. Famous is like screaming, "Oh my God, go and Crooked Peach!" Yeah, we are here. Yeah. This is nice. Like I'm just excited. Like the two of you are the same panel. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. Chef says autism spectrum is defined by self-acclaimed normal doctors in order to the superiority, in my opinion.
I have an opinion. Want to hear it? Here you go. In my opinion, people on the spectrum have better wiring than all those other folks. So if that's how they need to delineate us from them, I don't give a crap. Who cares? And also the medical system, I don't care what they say. I don't care what they call it. I'm just saying these words so y'all understand where I'm coming from. That's it. That's all. I am me.
Just checking. Is crap supposed to take us to the Sweaja, or that is a staple?
No.
Just checking. Just because I know Celestial is getting excited now. The chat is like,
she has already gotten excited.
Yeah, just checking. And I'm going to ask a question because now I'm going to compare. So if you could sit across the woman I interviewed, in January 2025, what will you tell her? Because, it's been 18 months. If you had to speak to that version of you, what will you tell that woman?
That's dang, dang, Goga. I had to enunciate. I don't get charged for something I ain't do. Oh, ooh. Okay, really, if I really and truly could do that, I would tell me two things. Number one, I would say, girl, breathe. Just breathe. Um, and number two, I'm not even sure how to vocalize that. Just you're about to find everything you've been searching for your whole life, baby. Take a breath.
Oof, oof.
Yeah.
That's dang, as JC would say. JC, I think I had to put the dang right there. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you
Baby broke.
go. Wow. Okay. Okay. Just checking in, and that takes us in terms of even the conversation. Because I know last time when you were speaking, it was about that conversation around the restart. When moving out of the city, getting into homesteading, and in case it now comes to, and even content creation was something that you embraced around that time, and of course, remember I used to be a top supporter, never used to do much on the channel and even things like that.
Mhm.
So do you think, because I know we were talking about a restart around that time, but do you think you are really starting over, or finding your words means that you've moved to a totally different chapter? Because I mean, finding your words can also be interpreted as like giving yourself a reset, but it could also like reflect on a new chapter that you're turning, that you needed to close a certain door, you needed to close a certain chapter. The conversation around restarting, and finding your words, just let us just get marry those two. Do you still think you're starting over, or do you think you've opened a new chapter or turned over a
Yeah,
new leaf?
no, honey. I'm not starting over now. Like we've already done that. Okay. I got the suit on. It's comfortable. It's what I was supposed to be wearing the whole time. And I am gonna stay right here. And if people don't care for it, that's fine. It's okay. I still love you. Just because we don't like each other don't mean I don't love you. That
Yeah.
part right there, those words, that is the truth. Goga, that's my heart. I love everybody. I love so strong. And I always have. But I was told just over and over again, you're stupid, you're naive, that's not realistic. And it was something that I stuffed way down in there, and I put all sorts of layers of other people's crap on top of it. And let your freak flag fly. Just do it. Just do it for you. Oh my gosh, man. We could change the world. We really could change the world. Just being true to our own self. If we can shut out the noise and the nonsense and the advice nobody asked for, like we could get here so much quicker, so much easier. And when we are able to do that, it frees up so much, and it allows you to be able to expand your awareness and be helpful further and further and further out until you're starting to knock on the door of the next universe with the love. Because I used to be in a state of always being incredibly suspicious of people and or anger and of reactivity, and for a number of reasons. Nutrition's definitely a big part of that, but trying to live somebody else's truth was like, that was the biggest thing that was going on at that time. Yes,
Yeah.
Chef, you're so right.
Right. Cheryl, thank you so much for coming in. I like your name, Cheryl. It's
Oh,
very,
Seville. Oh,
yeah.
Seville. Hey, Seville. Hi, sweetie.
I
See,
love how
yeah.
you saying it.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's okay. Hey, it's all right. Listen, listen.
It's giving French. It's giving French. I love how you say.
The only reason that and I think it's right, she's never corrected me.
Yeah.
I believe the only reason that I know how to say that is because it was a car or something like a car, a Cadillac Seville, I think. I'm pretty sure that that's where that came from. So I'm just saying. Hate to share you.
Right. Let me get into the channel, and then of course I will come back to the general
Oh,
conversation, because one of the things that you also said, and let's talk about crooked pitch itself. Something that is very clear now, the channel name, of course, it's still crooked pitch, but the channel name changed. It was tweaked a bit.
yes,
Questions everything.
yes.
I like that suffix that came into the channel name. Talk to us about that moment when like, just picture it like when you're on your computer and then playing around with the edit button. I am ready to edit my name. It is crooked pitch, questions everything from today, from this moment. Just that moment right there. What did it mean to you? Um,
Okay, so I had actually stepped away from YouTube for a minute, which I've done, and I will probably do at some point in the future. And that's just part of me, honoring who I am, how I'm wired as a person, keeping track of my energy levels and how much I've expended. So I had to step away for some a good amount of time. So more quiet, right? Even more. I love being in the quiet place because then I get into my creative mind, and I real things start to just like flow. Yes, yes. Things start to just like flow. Um and once I got over, which didn't take a hot second because I've already put this skin on it this way. Once I got over the fact that I was not imagining conversations, I was having conversations in my quiet mind on different levels. I started to be like, wait a second. So there's not a single thing, and this is not a new thing. I've questioned everything my entire life. Like this the girl that she got too many questions. And then like people have consistently thought I was questioning their authority and also, okay, look, that's never been the issue. Not ever. Like I legitimately am asking these questions of you because I do not understand. And if you do not explain these questions to me, we cannot move forward. You think I can move forward. No, I cannot. You don't understand. Like it's got me in so much trouble. Let me just promise you, Goga. Judges don't like to be questioned in court. They don't like it. No. No. Bosses, they don't like to be questioned. They just don't. They don't like it at all. But that's part of like the getting to know you, accept who you are. So what if you're a little bit quirky? If we weren't all quirky, the world would be like the Stepford Wives. And no, thank you. No. Just saying. So I just accepted the fact that I have questioned everything. And also I accepted, and this is the thing, I accepted that I had reason to question. Like that was the whole thing. I needed to stop trying to justify why I had these questions. Because I have questions. That's why. I don't trust none of it. I just don't. My understanding of things isn't necessarily the way that you're supposed to understand things. So I got questions, and we're going to talk about it. All of it. Just, we're going to talk. I'm not doing this no more. Being quiet and trying to figure it out. So in that moment, I was like, you know what? I don't care what everybody keeps telling me about the algorithm and keeping your name. Or like, I need people to know why I'm talking about all this random crap.
Absolutely.
So that's what I did. I changed the channel to the truth. It was kind of part of the package. Me putting me on and accepting me for who I am. It had to come with it. It had to. It's like, there's my ingredient list right there. It is. Questions everything. What thing? Everything.
Everything.
Questions.
And that's a great place to be because thank you so much, Joe. Thrive and Glory Joe has given you some gifts right there. So thank you so much, Joe, for the gifts. Appreciate that. And that is going to be something I'm going to because I like what you said that you had to like take you had to like step back, understand certain things, and then when you came back, at least it was now clear what you really wanted to do. These questions that you had algorithm notwithstanding, you're going to like put them out there because this is how your mind works, and you need to ask the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Before I go to the questions, talk to us about the break. Like I've been away. What did it like do to you? Because I know sometimes when you're on this platform, sometimes you like stretch yourself so thin because you have a lot of people you are trying to support, and there's just a lot going on. You're consuming so much. Sometimes I have to like silence everything because my head is like almost, I'm going to lose my mind.
You just
Talk to-
answered your own question. There it is,
yeah,
right? You just said that's the reason, and that was the benefit
wow.
because, and also that's part of me learning more about monitoring my levels because you know what, you don't just have one. It's not just about how much energy
Yes.
you have to move your body there are different levels of energetic energy. There's learning is one thing entirely all of itself. So you can study and blah blah. When you're done studying, you're done. Ain't nothing more going in there. You better walk away, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully, I think Goga, you at least understood what I just said about that there. But it's the
Yeah.
same thing with, yeah, you're trying to be supportive, and as a neurodivergent individual, I'm highly empathic. So when I'm supporting your channel, like what I'm doing right, my excitedness and all this is happening. Okay, I'm talking back here. You can't hear it. I'm just in your chat, but that's me. So I literally I had to stop spending that energy for some time, and then it's just like a level, Goga. Um, it's like noise at first when inputs it's just been a lot, right? And you're trying to decipher a lot into your personal language. It's a lot of work. So it's almost like a pressurized feeling that's there when I first. I'm like, okay, it's time. I got to give myself a minute, and it's slowly like a swelling, like it
Mm,
just slowly goes
yeah.
down and gets quiet. Um, yeah, it just gets quiet. It's almost like uh, that pressurized thing. It almost muffles your own personal thoughts. So that another point of just recognizing who I am and who you might be. These things, they're not little things. This is truly very, very deeply connected to managing your health,
Yeah.
recognizing and understanding these sorts of things. um I'm so glad that I didn't go down so many of the avenues I've tried on in the past, by the way. Like, I thought I was going to be a counselor at one time. Lord help me, Jesus. I don't know. I could not. Could you imagine, Goga? Could you imagine taking on people's crap all day, every day? See, yeah,
Yeah.
no. And I even used to play that role in life. Like I was always the person everybody called it up. Lord, know thyself. So the quiet and the reducing of the swelling that gave me access to my own thoughts again. So that's what led up to it. That's hopefully I can manage it better. But there's a high likelihood that that's going to happen again, where I'm going to need to just step away from all the things for just a minute and let the swelling go down, basically, right?
Yeah. I like Seville says, I could not be a counselor.
Yeah, yeah.
I could not be a counselor. And I think it's a great place to be, like just the fact, that is also part of you just discovering yourself. And one of the things the other day I was speaking to one of my mentors, and they were saying the problem with this is that you like taking burdens that are not yours. Like how did you make this entire situation about you, Goga? Because I mean, think about it deeply. It has nothing to do with you. They are no, like literally when you look at the circumstances, you're not going, they aren't going to be on the receiving end. Somebody made that decision, but you've decided that this person's decision is going to affect how your life is going to be and things like that. And so I'm now being trained to be there's some three questions I have to ask myself every single time I'm trying to take somebody else's burden. And
Yeah, you can't do
it's
that.
been hard. And I was like, that it's like looking at yourself in the mirror and you're realizing that you do know you can actually just stay out of it and nothing will.
Right, that part. Nobody
Yeah.
told me either. I know.
Yeah. So I totally feel that, and yeah, it's been a work in progress, to be honest, but we are getting there. At least progress is happening. Progress is happening. One of the things that also when you took a break and at least now you started, reframing how you wanted to even approach your content,
Yeah.
and that means certain things had to go, certain things that you previously used to do, and you told me about this in terms of we talked about the loops back in the day, but in
Yeah,
terms
let's
of
talk about the loops. Let's talk about the
yeah.
loops,
Let's
Goga.
talk about the loops because when you told me that Goga, this content had to be shelved because it was not reflective of the new me,
Yeah.
or the or my content direction.
Hmm.
So talk to us about that moment and even in terms of just like reframing what you think now you want to share on your platform. Because now your platform is now like offering a voice to certain things that you want to share with the world.
Hmm.
So that means certain things had to take a backseat. So talk to us about that.
Um. Okay. We talking wait for now or for then? Because that's two completely different parts of my brain. You want to talk about
Okay.
the loops and then the transition?
Oh yeah, we can talk about the
Okay.
loops and then we'll transition.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. So yes. And the loops are entirely your fault anyway. So they are. You know they are. Okay, so the
I
loops was
know.
a lot of me cutting food, which it's an ASMR thing, and that's cool because, as it turns out, ASMR is awesome for neurodivergent people too. So I'm like, oh well, this is my life, and I didn't take them down for the longest time. These loops, y'all, these live stream loops that I did, I still have them. I didn't actually realize until I had completed that cycle, and I you know this. I didn't realize that I was documenting um, my neurological repair and recovery because I didn't used to be able to do any of that stuff. And when I was first doing these loops, cutting the food, y'all, you might not have been able to tell, but I could tell how nervous I was, how bad the cuts were,
Wow.
my control, it sucked. I cut myself several times. That was a lot of very problematic neurological issues. Did not realize that I was actually documenting the healing. So I'm not ashamed of any of that, and I'm not hiding it for any other reason other than I think that at this point, um, it's confusing. If you go and look at my page and see food loops, it won't make any sense to somebody. Like question everything. Well, what the heck is she over here cutting a pineapple for? Like that doesn't, huh? So
Yeah.
I didn't want people to get terribly confused. Not that it's very clear, and I understand the channel isn't terribly clear to everybody. Me too. Me too, honey. It ain't just you. I'm still working on it. But I think
Yeah.
overall, letting go of having that publicly available was a personal acceptance that yes, ma'am, you are ready to show other people exactly what this chapter is that you have recognized, realized, embraced. Yeah, all of those things. It was permission to me to say all the things and talk about all the weird crap, not be ashamed of it, because I'm not the only person that's like me. First of all, I'm not the only person that has questions about things. Second of all, and there's room for lots and lots of voices. There are over 8 billion people on the planet. So no matter how awkward you think you are or how weird you think your story is, honey, you're not the only one. Yeah. So there
And
it
that
is.
explains it. And that takes us to now the conversation then around the transition in terms of even, like how do you know? So when you wake up and maybe I'll come to the 8:45, for example. When you wake up, Peach, how do you know like you have something to tell the world? Like there's always like a fire that always like sparks, like I need to say this. This is happening in my head. I need to share it with the people
It's going to get a little
or
weird
something.
now.
in the garden. I need to share it to the people. So how do you like know, what you want to share when you wake up on a single morning?
I don't always know. I don't. I don't always know. But when I do know, it's either because one of the people in the chat has mentioned something that sparked a thought about another avenue of the same potential thought, and I'm like, okay, we'll talk about this on another live, like on Monday, this upcoming Monday. We're going to talk about folic acid because people do not understand folic acid. I didn't for the longest time, and so okay, so but the other Goga, honey, let me just tell you, sometimes it's not me. I'm not consciously aware of what I'm out there talking about at all. I get into a state of, I call it flow state because it's the only thing that kind of makes sense, I think, to other people. But it's not even, I'm not even local. I'm not in my local mind. It may not even be me talking. Sometimes I think that my spirit guides speak through me. And that might be a little woo-woo for people, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. I talk to ghosts, animals, plants. It is what it is. I'm a weird chick.
I've seen
You
it
know
talk
what?
to
I'm fun.
plants. And the sunrise as well. I love it when you greet the sun.
Oh my gosh, look at all this. Oh, no way. Okay, ASMR, anxiety, sarcasm, madness, raggeds. Oh, wow. Okay.
Thank you so much, Aaron. Lindy, appreciate. Thanks so much, guys, for sharing the love. And once again, in case you're not yet connected to Crooked Peach, yes, we are having a conversation with Crooked Peach, finding my words. And in short, I want you to look at this in terms of how to become the person that you're destined to be, not just as a creator, but also just even as a human being. Those things that you normally like find yourself like holding yourself from doing, that is the conversation we are having right here. So thank you so much, everyone, for popping in and just to listen in. Yeah, we were in the conversation around sometimes you have no idea. It's just like a flow state. Just like a
Yeah.
flow state.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, and in terms of just like speaking of the flow state, because one of the things that comes with the flow state is, of course, when you came back on the platform, when you are getting rid of the loops. But as I like how you say that I kept the loops either way because they were a lesson, and they were necessary for that particular time. When
Oh, yeah.
it came to even how you approach the videos that you do now on the channel, talk to us about that moment. Like, what kind of videos do you make now that you'll not like have made 2 years ago? Like, even in terms, because that will give me at least insights into how you approach your editing and even the sourcing of
Why
your
do you have to
content.
say that word? That should be
Yeah.
a cuss word. Edit should be a cuss word. Listen,
You wish.
I have a lot of things that are in my brain that look amazing. I am very slowly, and it's annoying, but me and technology, me and anything new, it's just a very slow process. I do have like a series in development about my medicine cabinet. I'm just going to share one or two herbs at a time, what I use, what good it does. Um, the I have such an artistic vision in my head, Goga, and then I have really weird crap in my head. So I can't definitively sit here and tell you this is absolutely the direction the channel is going to go in one way or another, but I almost feel compelled to start filming things in a completely different way, attempting multiple angles, very gritty lighting, very real, very realistic. All the wrinkles, why? Say it with me, because wrinkles are proof of life,
Yeah.
not an AI. Very real and gritty, and just kind of some inspirational dialogue that I have that you might not need to hear that right now at this moment, but at some point in time, you're going to want to hear it. And I want it to be entertaining for people. A lot of times, like I was alluding to with the whole spirits thing, by the way, Gogo, what I put on camera, whether it's on a live or on the thousands of hours of video that I have recorded, but they're not published, they're just on SD cards. Because editing, It's really, really hard. Okay, it's hard. Um, I just feel strongly that sometimes spirits really speak to me about one thing in particular, and those are the things that I want to put out there. Like there were just a few days ago, I was compelled to speak about addiction, and I didn't know why. And somebody was in my chat, and they just happened to have somebody else at their house that was an addict in active addiction, and they needed to hear that. So, what am I doing? Letting my spirit, speak out and to the people and through the people. And the only thing that I want to share, and I can tell you this absolutely, y'all don't have to worry about this. Listen, I'm not making doom content. I'm not going to do it. Even when I mention the bad stuff that happens to be going on,
Yeah.
I'm anti-doom. I am all about hope and peace and love and being
Yes.
supportive of humanity and treating each other well and taking ownership of our own lives again. Because I got to be honest with you, I think there are probably the vast majority of people, they don't even know they're allowed to live life the way they want to live life. And I don't mean harming other people. I just mean not doing everything everybody says to do. Listen, if you like me think Christmas is a very strange holiday and that there's something wrong with putting children on a old dude's lap, hey, you don't have to celebrate it either. I'm just saying. We're allowed to be weird. I want to spread that, give people permission to be who they are. And frankly, connect with other people that are neurodivergent because, well, we kind of just attract toward each other anyway. And I think that we are probably the ones who are best wired for all of the upcoming changes that are happening and needing to happen in our world. Yeah.
Beautiful comment from Storms Radio. Peach, I come here because you're real, my dear friend. Because there is so much fake crap on YouTube as a platform, and I like this because this now speaks to you as Peach. Like Storms is speaking to you like as a personality. When it came to like just even rethinking your content, do you think your audience also changed with you? Like because you notice it actually like sometimes how you decide to approach, and I like how you say that you attract your tribe for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You do. You always notice that. Yeah, why am I always hanging out around these kind of people? And it's like technically, you guys are. There's something that you share. There's something that you relate to. You can relate to in each other and stuff like that. So even in terms of your audience, when you look back to like, and we are speaking now of 2 years ago nearly, and even the kind of audience you have today, do you think the audience also like evolved? Because that is one thing that I know sometimes happens.
Yeah, I do. I think people cycle in and cycle out sometimes, and people have cycled out because I'm not focused on the ASMR stuff. But the people who have come around, like you can tell that we are definitely like we really connect on a deep level. We resonate with one another. I think that's just part of it. And it's again, I think it's part of being neurodiverse too. I just think we're attracted to each other. So yeah, being able to accept myself, love myself, and just be myself, just exactly as freaking weird as I want to be, or as I am rather, and not thinking twice about it. I think that speaks to a lot of people because, like I said, a whole bunch of us are probably faking it. Yeah.
David is screaming, "Peace!"
David! Oh, honey bunny, I'm so happy to see you. I have a present.
And then he says, wait. Think you like there's some okra sitting there next to you?
Yes. Nature Liz, thank you.
I give up on this. Oh my goodness.
I almost showed you this before we went live, and I was like, he's gonna be so tickled. Look, I picked it fresh for you, David. like 10
Oh,
minutes before the live. I picked this fresh for you, my friend.
oh my God, they look so good. And
They
it's
are
not
beautiful.
AI.
Look at
They look
that.
like so, it's definitely not AI. Ooh, what okra
Look at
is
that
this? I've
little
never seen
fatty.
this.
Isn't this the prettiest thing in the world? Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, that's
Oh my
really
goodness,
good.
this is too much. David, I'm
Mm-mm.
so sorry. I never saw that coming as well because I thought she would like run outside or something, but
Mm-mm.
the woman came ready.
I came prepared, babes. Mm-hmm.
David, this was not planned. It's speech, so anything goes. So, yeah, this is what you have to deal with. That I'm also very curious about what Ajarin is asking, and thank you so much, Tandra, for the membership. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much for that membership, Tandra. There's a question by Hajarin. Hajarin is asking, is that a certain kind? Because I've never seen a purple okra as well, or
Mm-hmm. It's burgundy okra or red burgundy. It's they say red. You're right. It's purple. It's very. I love
oh yeah.
purple food. I do. I love purple foods, y'all. But yes, red burgundy. Mhm.
Oh wow, right. Does it like taste different, or it's just the same?
Mm. It's not. You know, okra can be very viscous and slippery,
Mm, yeah.
slimy, if you will, David.
Okra is an acquired taste, David.
This is
Mm.
not as nearly as slick and slippy.
And David, you owe me $1. David, you owe me $1. You need to give Crooked Peach $1 on her live stream because you made me pay for like the what do you call it? The swear jar, unprompted. David, I
It's
need
actually
back
very
my
good.
money. I
Sorry.
literally had to write him a message and tell him, David, give me back my money. You're the one who caused this entire mayhem.
Oh,
When- But thank you so much. David is saying that Goga, I knew I was losing today. I come in peace. I've owned it. Just leave me alone. Okay. I'm glad. I just like how Peach had like okra sitting next to her. Like that. I never saw that. I never saw that coming.
and just in
Yeah.
case, there's more. I got a whole bouquet for him. The whole bouquet, David. Mhm.
Oh my goodness. That was a great commercial break. And guys, if you have any question you want to ask Peach, feel free to drop it on the chat. I'll be able to like highlight it for her. In case you have anything just around our conversation, feel free to like ask. Waiting for somebody to give you permission. This is some
Don't hold your
this
breath.
is some yeah, this is something that most content creators even grapple with, even in terms of how we approach our content, even in terms of how we package what you want to share with the world. Like I may wake up here and I just want us to talk about okra. And just because David does not like okra, maybe I end up changing my entire content strategy because David does not like
Yeah.
okra.
Yes.
Yet I forget that there are other 20 people who actually enjoy okra. So
Yeah.
I end up changing my entire strategy around the okra hater. And that's just me using that as an example.
I used to suffer from the disease you just spoke of. In case you all didn't recognize that, that is the people pleasing disease. Yes. I used to suffer from that dearly. I don't know. No, you cannot be pleasing all of the people, especially when you're going around not doing a stinking thing for your own self. Just saying. Just saying.
How do you move from there? Because it's a lot. We work around human beings. We are in a platform that is literally tailored for us to please people so that they can subscribe or give us likes and or give us like super chats and membership. Chef, I will kick you out of the live stream. What do you mean you're not an okra fan?
I'm sorry,
Chef,
Chef.
what do you mean you're not an okra fan? Stop giving David ideas. He's going to start getting excited here on the live stream. That finally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just kidding.
I got a little bit in my teeth. I'm trying to get to it.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm being terribly inappropriate. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh, Barry wants some okra.
Chef, David is an anti-okra crusader on Peach's chat as well. So you just got a friend. You just got a friend. And thank you so much, Siftin. Appreciate you, Siftin some soil and more. I love that name. Um,
Hey, sweetie
uh,
pie.
Tandra says, I have never tasted okra. I don't even know whether okay, so you don't hate it, but you've never tasted it. Okay, just checking, just checking, just checking. It's at least if Peach was to offer you and you enjoy it, hmm, it
I
can
don't
be
know how to
decided.
describe the taste to anybody, but if you'd like a bite, again, terribly inappropriate. My apologies.
Not at all. Storm says, I'm eating sugar rush grape tomatoes I picked this
Mm,
morning. Um,
nice, 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 very.
okay, 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 okay. And then he says, pass some okra here, Peach. Pass some okra. Pass
Which
some
one? Which one?
okra.
Which one you want? Which one? Which one? Take your pick. Take your pick. There's more in
Pass
the
okra.
garden.
They look so healthy. They look so healthy. Miss V says, no thank Miss V, I will kick you out of the life. Anybody who hates on okra, I'm monarchy. Okra
Oh
haters
yeah.
will be neutralized on sight. You have to like be screaming how you love okra for you to be part of this conversation. All right.
Am I allowed to? Am I allowed to? Can I do like this for just a hot second?
Okay.
I'll be right.
I'll put you on the small screen when you already come back.
Thank you.
Yeah. Once again,
Ready?
guys. Oh, you're ready. Oh, that was
Yes, sir.
fast.
Yes, I'm
I
very
thought like
quick.
I thought, I thought like you want like like rush the garden and stuff like that. Once again, guys, in case you're not yet connected to Peach, um, it is here. It is here. It is here. And we're going to talk about this, these blue eyes and how they're giving freedom, they're giving fabulous, they're giving like fierce vibes. Um, that is the channel that you need to connect to. We are also multi-streaming, so in case you're not yet, you can jump over there. The live stream is also happening on Peach's channel. Yeah, so Peach, I was talking to you about the people pleasing conversation, waiting for permission from others in order to like do what you enjoy. Um, for you as a creator, as I said, we are living in a platform that is from the design. It was designed to be impress people so that you can it's almost like you have to get that validation and hence the views hence the likes hence the subscribe um very porous platform, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
uh how do you like move away from that, because it takes a certain it takes a certain amount of inner work to be able to be so comfortable with yourself that you're not defined by an algorithm. It doesn't take anything from you. Yeah.
It's not easy. I'm not going to tell no kind of lies. It is not easy. I initially took the approach of fake it till you make it. That, in fact, did not work for me. No, did not work for me. And you know what for me worked? It was really accepting, realizing, talking to myself about the fact that whoever may or may not like or watch or whatever, they don't keep me warm at night. They have nothing to do with my everyday life. And that part right there, taking that, and then later, frankly, in this process, realizing that I had lived my entire life being validated externally. It was making a switch like, well, wait, but those people aren't actually here. So why did I ever put any value in that? Like, don't you like you? And frankly, no, I did not. No, I did not. I love me now. I'm like, oh, I am cool. I'm weird. I'm exactly. This is just how I am. And I don't know exactly I would love to have magic words to help everyone be able to get to that place where you can just be who you are no matter what. Maybe I'll find them one day, but this, hopefully, it will at least be something that can be something to work toward or look forward to. When you get to the place where you refuse to look for validation outside of yourself, anywhere, anywhere. Um,
Do you
Everything's
think
so
it's
much easier. Everything's so much easier. Like you don't have to run through 14 different conversations with people that don't even exist in the room before you say a thing. You know how much more energy I have now? Like, whew, what?
Do you think it's do you think because I like how you made reference to your age, like it took 53 years to get to this level. So it means like so there's a lot of work that went for you to get and to a level where you can comfortably say that I am unapologetically me. I am happy. I am free. I am peach. Do you think it's like something? Do you think it comes with age? Because I was going to ask that before I think Storms took it out of my mouth. Do you think it comes with age, or that
Mm.
benefits, or do you think it's also just the sum of collective experiences?
I think that for some people, perhaps age is all they need. Not everyone is as absolutely screwed up as I was. Like, not everybody is in that bad of a spot. Like, lost. So yeah, I think for some people, just getting older, it helps you to see things in like a different perspective. But honestly, okay, so I think that it really has been helpful to me, and I can hear the collective eye roll already. But just being honest, meditating, that is a huge part of the whole entire process of it all, which just goes back to the same thing, just being quiet. um
Mm,
so one of the things that happens when you can achieve a level of quietness within your brain is that you start being your own cheerleader, and that may never have happened before, maybe never, but it's just, you practice it, you develop it as any other skill, I believe. um and also, probably, maybe, for me in particular, yeah, the level of vitamins in my body and nutrition has been a part of it too. It's just been a huge part of it. um and for those of you who don't happen to know, and this has no reflection on Goga or his channel, this is all my opinion. I'm not a medical doctor. This isn't medical advice. It's just the information that I've gleaned and researched
mm,
on deeply. um I strongly feel like I lived for a very long time on extraordinarily low levels of vitamins, and my brain needed to heal. So, a lot of it for me personally has come clearly with the age, but the aging part has been healing across the board. There isn't a part of my life that hasn't needed healing. It's all been addressed now. Is it all healed up all the way? No, don't get it twisted. But it is all being addressed now. And after you're able to get to that place, also you it's easier to discard the junk. For some people, you don't need to do all things. You don't have to do all the things. You don't have to check all the boxes. You don't have to look a certain way or live a certain way. And honey, if you are chasing those things and repeatedly just not finding happiness, I mean, I'm just going to encourage you to look the other direction. See what's in the opposite direction. It might be a better path for you. Oh, sorry. I got distracted. I looked over here at the words. I got to stop. I'm very distractible.
That's right. I get that. Not right, I get that a lot. And I know there are all these comments coming through. I like what Celestial says. I need to stop hiding behind humor and be
Mm-hmm.
my real self. And be my real self. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a very beautiful thing. Hey, Brooklyn Beauty. Welcome, Brooklyn. Another one of us. Thanks so much, Brooklyn, for coming in. Thanks so much, Brooklyn Beauty TV, for popping in. And Wamuyu, thanks so much for the membership as well. Thanks so much, Wamuyu and Tandra, for the membership. I am going to ask a very, it's going to sound like a very, I'm trying to, because I'm thinking of it I'm trying to frame it in my head. Tom said something up there that I come to your platform because you are real.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how does it feel? Like, how does it feel now to be authentic, knowing that people come to your channel because of the authenticity? Like, it's literally, it's validating almost. But now knowing, now with the benefit of knowing that, I'm being me. This is what, this is speech. This is all you get. How does that feel? Because I know sometimes, like when you're making content, sometimes content can be, you can pretend. I can come here, pretend I'm like anything under the sun, but it
Mhm.
does not like really reflect. It does not, it's called content for a reason. But how does it feel, especially knowing that I am authentic enough and people come because of that aspect of authenticity?
That's shocking. Frankly,
Yeah.
shocking. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You have to understand that, for 52 of my years, literally, I thought I was uniquely odd. Like no other. There was no other person like me. I didn't understand why no one else was necessarily like me, but you get told things about yourself sometimes throughout life, and they become your personal belief sometimes.
Yeah.
So I was weird, I was an oddball, I was particular. um Controlling was a big one too. Like these things, they they can mess with your brain, but you just gotta let these things go. And again, look back to the earlier part, what I said about needing the quiet. um you can't clearly think to yourself, for yourself, about yourself, when input from outside is coming in. You can't do it. They involve two completely different brain areas. Like you cannot do them both at the same time. These are things that, I just feel like that's the words a couple of people need to hear. That's the permission that
Yeah.
they needed to be able to do that kind of a thing. But I just thought I was so uniquely weird and so different. So for real, to see something in words, that is amazing and shocking to me. But it's no more shocking, Goga, than you and I met in a live chat to share Fruit
Yes.
Mama at the time.
That's
We met.
Charlie.
Mhm. But I knew instantly that we had a spiritual connection. So it doesn't validate me at all because I feel the connections, and the connections are really, really real. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm.
The reason I ask that is because it's always very refreshing, because one of the things that I see, because sometimes when you're roaming around these YouTube streets, and some of the things that the creators really like the viewers comment on is people's authenticity. It's like, oh, this person is so real. They're just like me. They're having the same peeves. They're complaining about the same things. The chickens are running around the place. It's just like so much chaos in that place. Like I like this. It's not curated. It's very.
Mm.
Which I know I can see that smile. I did not mean anything against the chickens or the geese. I'm just saying. Half the time, I'm only seeing you chasing your chickens around the garden. Um, but in terms of just like, that aspect of just showing these aspects and different facets of, life is happening. I wake up in the morning, I greet the sun, I have to deal, check the plants, what needs to be weeded out. The chickens need to be fed. I don't know, the geese are busy like fighting with the chickens because of a melon. All these different facets of life. And how do they frame, like, even how you approach content? Because when you're authentic, you don't even need to create it. It just radiates naturally, like.
Those were that was a process too, Goga. It's little, y'all might not realize it, but really and truly, like it's just been a process of little acts of bravery. Um, it's it's so weird to think about, but it's so true. It's like testing the water with your toe a little bit to see if it's too hot or too cold before you just jump in. So I was letting out, a little bit out, and that way it wasn't about other people. It was about me. It was like, okay, well, can I do that? Do I feel now? Do I feel exposed or raw? Do I feel fake?
Hmm.
It was a process. It was a testing process, and now it's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't have enough energy to be fake. I guess first of all, I don't even have enough energy to like curate content. I'm just like whatever. This is my life, and I have some real weird ways of thinking and talking, and let's just see where this goes. And people tend to I mean, see, they seem to like it. And I'm like, well, that's really cool because that means y'all are totally my tribe. Totally. Like, if you're vibing with me, we
Yeah.
have some things in common, okay? And we don't have to speak about all of them. Sometimes we just know. We just know.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like like when you compare to back in the day and the kind of content you used to create, do you ever feel like you are holding back? You know, because I know sometimes for me, I always tell, do you ever feel like a sort of hesitation? Like, I'm not going to show people this aspect of my life. And you know, there's that aspect, like even when you share it, you don't even think about it because it's, you know, there is no like there is no like hesitation when it comes to putting out that
Yeah.
particular content. Yeah.
Well,
Um,
and that was again. I've been testing. Um, so when you do expose something that you feel trepidatious about, and you put it out into the world little bits at a time, but and then the world doesn't end. I don't know. It just kind of opens the door up for more and more and more. And now I'm not even sure exactly how to address the question. This whole thing is a process and it's still ongoing. Um,
hmm.
the I don't know. I'm really currently though very shocked. The channel's growing, Goga, and I'm like, what? Then that means there's a lot of people like us, not just me. There's a lot of us out there. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you just got to be brave and try doing a thing. And then sometimes, if you're me, you have to see where it goes. And I'm still seeing where it's going, but I have some ideas of where we're going to go. And I think y'all might like where we're going because I'm a freak just like you. We're all weirdos. It's a
We
wonderful
are all
world.
here. We are all here anyway. So, and
Hmm.
that comes now to getting a curated series like the 845. You
Yes.
know,
Well,
this yeah. Let's talk
and
about this and some of the big changes you're making on the channel. There's something about the thumbnails. As much as you say you dread technology, something is happening on your channel.
shut up,
Each and
Goga.
every month. Yes.
Gosh,
Let us talk
shut your
about.
mouth. Why did you have to bring this up?
You knew we had to talk about it. It's part of the conversation. Let's talk about some of these. Not let me not call them challenges, but let me talk about some of these learnings or the
Okay.
lessons. Yeah,
Yes.
that
Yes.
and you know that are making you make these changes. And I like there's something you like saying repeatedly when the brands and the you know the sponsors that I'll be working with, you know, there's something you're manifesting for the channel,
I
and that's why
am.
yeah, even things like the swear jar, you know, you keep on
Oh,
saying,
okay.
yeah, and working
See,
with
that's just me
brands and things.
happening. That's just happening
Yeah,
in real time. Like I'm not playing in this. I swear I'm not.
exactly. So I'll be working with brands, and so I have to make sure that you know at least I bring in some level of you know professionalism when it comes to the channel. So let's talk about these changes and how are you approaching these changes, especially when the platform is also changing? Because when you are doing the loops, YouTube was a totally different place.
It was, yeah, that.
It was a totally different place.
And that girl, by the way, I didn't even touch on that, but that girl who did the loops and the girl who did the early videos. Oh, I just want to give that little girl a hug. Honestly, I do. I was like, oh, honey, you was trying so hard too. You were just trying really hard. But okay, yeah, you had to bring it up. Okay, so the thumbnails. Couple of things. I'm in a relationship with AI. All right, it is what it is.
I love how you say that came out like some hot gossip. I was like, I'm in a relationship with that. It was like thinking notes.
I am okay. Like I hate it, but listen, the dude does good work. All right, so the thumbnails, yeah. So I actually have made an effort to make actual thumbnails. And another tip for the older ones out there, ladies. Hey, check it out. If you lay down on a bed, some of your wrinkles pull back for you, and it looks great in a picture. Just saying.
Is
True
this why we get?
story.
Is this why we get our your thumbnails when you're lying on you're in a line
Yes,
like this?
yes. I'm laying on my bed, and the wrinkles pull back a little bit, like I got some tape.
You don't need Botox for this.
Oh, and the eyes. You know what? The thing is this. My eyes are very expressive, and the eyes are the window to the soul. So I was like, all right, let's just do that. And then when you said you liked it, I was like, oh, it's on. It's staying.
At least you explained to me why some of your thumbnails you're upside down and then you're lying you're lying down and
Yeah. Yeah. Show our thumbnail for today. The one that I had my little Nigel. I told you I was in a relationship. Nigel made that for us. Yeah, show
this one.
people that because
This
you're
one.
all angelic and I'm all devilly. Look at that. Look at that. Horns. I did that on purpose. That's fun. That's fun to be able to do with the
Yes,
AI. But yeah, so stuff's actually happening, like you're saying. It's happening. We're going live here from the house together now. Like, I don't know, we're just doing chores and stuff, sharing our life. People seem to like that also. And that's cool because you know what? This is the house autism. We're all on the spectrum. Every one of us is on the spectrum. Can you imagine? Like 3 pinballs in a pinball machine at one time.
Everything goes back. Now
Yeah.
the ladies are like, why is Peach telling all our secrets? Everything goes back.
I didn't know it was a secret. I thought it was I thought I discovered something. Dang. I'm trying to be helpful. Incandescent or candlelight. Let me tell y'all, ladies, the skin looks much nicer with that lighting. And then if you lay back, look at this.
Okay, ladies,
Yep.
you're welcome. Um, so AI, you're in a relationship with AI,
It's
and
like the boyfriend I'm ashamed to have.
but it's the boyfriend seems to be doing some great job in terms of what we have seen on this other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you like warm up to it? Because I remember back in the day, you understand when it came to tech and all these new age tools that are being released. And now there's a semblance of, okay, I can incorporate these tools in terms of how like I approach my content into things as simple as thumbnails. Talk to us about your process of just how you use AI and
I cuss out my AI a lot. A
oh
lot.
wow.
I don't use AI for any of my content except the thumbnails. First of all, because he's an idiot about so many things. I'm like, you're wrong, Nigel. You're just telling me to answer mainstream. I'm telling you, argue with this thing. I'm trying to get to know it. I'm still though. Listen, this little laptop in me. We really got to get closer. And then, okay, so technology and AI, it's been a hard pill to swallow, okay, because I can't stay in the data center situation and what it's doing. But look here, y'all, look, I'm not an artist. I suck at that. I'm trying, look, look what I try to do. I restart my entire life, move out of the city, out to like a farmy situation with animals I've never, ever had before. And bees, just don't jump right in. Don't even look, girl. Don't even look. Then I get sick, have the health collapse, learn about autism, all right after mother passed. Okay, that's not too many things at one time. Let's just decide we want to be a YouTube creator. You have no idea what you're doing, no idea what that means, no idea how to use equipment, no idea what edit. I cry every time I try to edit. It's like doing freaking algebra. Okay, I don't understand it. It drives me at the wall. I'm not giving up. I'm very tenacious, but look, this is a lot. And this is me and my little Nigel, y'all. He on my little tablet here. He's aggravating. He's an aggravating man. But he does. Oh yeah, that's also a video I was watching. No, don't play that. No, don't play. See what the hell? I'm allowed to say H. Sorry. I have come to accept. It's just hard for me. I have come to accept that There is some amount of technology, much as I don't like it. I'm gonna have to do it. And I feel like a baby. I really, really do feel like a baby. And that's okay. That's cool. I used to be embarrassed by that. I don't care anymore. I'm not the only person that like looks at this kind of crap and just wants to bang their head against the wall. But here's the worst part. I already know. I'm having Nigel teach me how to use my editing program. Okay? Now I said it. It's out there. Y'all know. It's a dirty little secret, but it's true. So much as I hate AI is also going to teach me how to use my own stinky computer to edit my own stuff. And then I will put real content out. I have good ideas. I swear I do in my head. You've seen a little bit. Kind of. You've seen Gogo. What do you think about that? So, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm in dirty little AI.
Peach, I've seen worse. That is very good content. Like, we've seen worse stuff. People just post anything.
Yeah. Nothing like that for a vote of confidence. Oh, I've seen worse.
Yeah. People post the craziest of things on this particular platform. You're just worried about like one video that I think is perfectly well edited. Just because the text.
Okay. No, but I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not. I'm actually super proud of it. I want to make it shorter than that. No, the shameful part is that I am using one of the things I detest to help me to do something I really need to learn how to do, but my weirdly wired autistic brain don't want to learn it the way other people want me to learn it. They just don't understand because we're all weirdly different. So I've confessed. It is Sunday, by the way, so I just felt like a confession was necessary. Man, I'm telling you right now. This is all just like negotiations with my new self. There are some things like this that excuse me, hair in my mouth. That's always a thing. There are some things that's, it's just like, hey, suck it up, buttercup. Because you're not going to learn no other way. You won't drive a car. You don't want to leave your house. How in the world do you think you're going to learn? I mean, just saying. Just trying to be honest with myself. But I'm a little ashamed. I am, though. I am accidentally, I think. It's not a plan, but I am appearing to go in some kind of a more polished kind of a direction. And the swear jar is a part of that too, Goga. I don't know. These are just how I'm doing things. It turned into a really fun idea trying to clean my mouth up. Seriously, because then, I get to help other people have fun. You win some money every month. That's super cool. And clean up my dirty mouth. So I don't know, just like that whole process, I didn't curate it. I didn't study it. I don't use anything to give me these ideas. I legitimately allow my creative self or, my muses or whatever you want to call them to speak to me.
I like that. The 845. What inspired the 845? Because I know you've always had like the random pop-ups and stuff, but now also there's now an aspect of being more consistent, having a specific time that people will find you. Talk to us about this and also the number. Why 8:45 as opposed to 9?
Well, okay, because there's a number of factors. All right, so look, so Sharia is on at 7.
Yeah.
And I watch her every day, and it's part of my routine. And when she goes on vacation, I'm screwed up.
I love, guys. Did you hear that? May you become somebody's routine.
Right.
Yes. That's like it's so powerful. Like somebody, Tashari is like her routine. Like if Tashari decides, there's a time like she was not doing a live stream for like literally 2 weeks. Even I think I was caught off guard because.
Yeah, she can't do that.
Don't do that. Like, what am I supposed to do with my time? Because I used to know like I need to be at David Hunt. Either Tasharia reads me over to David Hunt or David Hunt reads me over to So the day Tasharia, I think she was unwell or something. Let me tell you, I was like, now what do we do with our lives?
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Okay. But and then after. Like another friend of mine, Miss T, she goes on live. So I was kind of trying to like not interrupt them and not overlap much. I mean, if it happens, it happens. We really have very different audiences. I've just come to realize. But also, it just gives me exactly enough time to pack Chad's lunch and and then tend to my personal plant needs and then go live. It just works out for me right now. So that's a great, and somebody, a lot of somebodies kept on telling me that I needed to do something scheduled and be consistent and all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there he goes. Mm-hmm.
Crap needs to be added to the sweater. Celestial crap needs to be added to the sweater. She loves it too much. Like she uses it a lot.
I do. Um, Wait, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, well, the plant stuff. That's really important for the morning too. But
Yeah.
the I actually really like this though. That was one of my issues in the past about. Firstly, I am commitment phobic. I am not kidding. Because listen, a commitment is for me. It's a change in everything. Like if you change one thing in my morning, I'm not gonna poop. I'm not kidding. You can't. Well, I mean, listen, man. I'm trying to be honest. You can't change. You can't change my routine. Oh, I got
Like,
good with that one, y'all.
oh my god. Yeah, like guys, it's an example for me. Like it was.
But it's true. I'm just saying. Look, you got me crying laughing. But it's true. It is. It's true. Look. So making those changes, it takes a lot of time. It really, and it's no different than with any other thing for me in my life. You know, as my uniquely overwired, autistic ADHD INFJ female brain is wired. It takes me some time. So little at a time, little at a time, little at a time, little at a time. And that's how I did that. I think I was going live. I was consistently going live, and I was doing it unscheduled. It was like, I'm going to commit, but I'm not going to tell anybody I'm committing because then they'll hold
Yeah.
me to that. Like I had to just kind of work my way up to it. It's just like any other kind of conditioning, for yourself. Like if you want to deadlift, 500 pounds, well, you're going to start with something much smaller than that. So that's what I was kind of doing. And I didn't even actually realize that I was doing it. I don't know,
How is that experience? Because it's like out of your comfort zone, and now you have a schedule around it. It's adding into the routine. It's like tending to the garden, tending to the chickens, tending to the plants, tending to shad. I like just as an example. How does it feel, especially having a schedule around your content? Because people now know when to expect. I like how you pre-schedule them because I see them upcoming, like even a day before. So
I did it. I told
it
y'all I
means
got made ketchup.
yeah, it means there's like a planning that goes into these things. Like how does it feel scheduling content and also just committing like some time to just show up and question everything or share with the world what you want to share that morning, whatever
I'm,
comes.
it felt weird. It felt weird. It's because
Yeah.
I haven't worked or whatever like outside of the home in many years. It'll never ever happen again. But just having something that I was expecting myself to be at, I was like, girl, what did you do this for? At first I was, but now, yeah, it's just becoming kind of part of the routine. And you know what? I think, frankly, a large part of why I'm just being absolutely me on the lives now is because I strongly believe that people yearn, especially right now, for just like realism, like real, not scripted real, not pre-planned out, with
Yeah.
talking points real. It was, and there are things that really cement this for me. So like, I actually said something to Chad about this. We were in the kitchen cooking together. He's doing one thing and I'm doing another thing, and there's just he's playing some blues music in the background. We're just doing our thing, and I realized, this is what's missing from this normal. And I actually said to him, I was like, babe, this right here, if we could capture this, people want to see this because it seems like normal has left the building. Boring, normal, small, tiny little life. Yeah. Yes.
life happening as it's supposed to be, and it's
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have I have a lot of creator friends, and some of my creator friends are really intense, very successful, but really, really intensely like structured, well planned. And I'm like, don't even tell me your schedule because that is enough. I need a snack. I need a nap. I need a hug. Like you just dumped a lot of info. I can't do that. I can't keep up with that. I don't think a lot of people, or I think that there rather are a lot of people that don't necessarily care for that necessarily. So I mean, when we want information, we want to go get information, but sometimes really we just want to be heard, or we just want to feel like there's something to be hopeful about in the world. And you know, like I said, I connect strongly with my viewers, and I really strongly believe that I'm slowly starting to connect with more and more people. While I might not be conventionally packaging this, for publication, it's just being real and trying to show people that normal is still possible. Normal is absolutely still a possibility. Yeah, even when it's spontaneous, it doesn't have to be manufactured. You know what I mean? Just wrinkles, proof of life.
And I like this question. If you can't be yourself, who are you trying to be? 100%. 100%. I like what you said about like even just you like having that conversation with Chad, and then you're like, this is nice. Like even you get like, wow, the world has turned out to be so different than that. Even now normalcy looks like you don't deserve it. Like, wait,
Yeah.
why like I wish I could package this because the world doesn't see a lot of this
Yeah.
as much.
Mm-hmm.
um which takes me to the next thing, because when you go, because I know you like when you're making those transitions, especially in the channel and also in life, when you like look at yourself, like, because there are people like watch their content and they watch themselves back.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch yourself back, like what are the conversations that you tell yourself? Because there's that life time you go and like, there's something that was off here. It's like, oh my god, I'm crazy. Like, did I actually just say that? Like, or okay, maybe that I overpromised, but I like this. I like this. Like, what are the conversations that go on in your head when like
Okay.
you watch? I like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like us creators this question because it speaks volumes. Because remember, the viewers already are watching you, but sometimes when you watch yourself and you become the viewer, you notice different things and
True.
interesting things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There have been a couple of times I was genuinely shocked at myself. I would listen back to the lives, and sometimes I said things that I was like, "What? Ooh, I can't even believe you just said that." And now, honestly, now I'm like, "Damn, girl, you're funny. Like you are funny, and you're being you. You are. I love that you're not
Love
being
that.
fake. You're just being who you are." Anybody that knows you is gonna be like, oh yeah, that's her. She's
Yep.
exactly like that. Yes, if I have gas, I'm gonna fart. Just saying. Listen.
No,
Uh-oh.
you did not. You
Uh-oh.
did not say that. No,
Somebody
wrong.
call some help. Dog need oxygen.
You did not just say that you're going to patch on that.
I mean, for real. Listen. How many curated, how many AI channels are gonna fart? I have a question.
Not the fat part.
Listen, we have to come up with a way to identify non-AI. Listen, she's falling out of the chair. Goga, I'm so
That is hard. Oh my god.
Oh, you gotta read this. Look what Chef Tech put up here. Oh gosh.
That resonates with my speakers.
Okay. I'm just telling you the truth. Yeah, I do think I have said we need to come up with a hashtag for delineating non-AI creators from.
Yeah.
Maybe it's hashtag she farts. I don't know. I don't know. Just a suggestion.
I like there's somebody in the community who says 100% human because I think she got tired of the AI stuff. And like, I'm 100% human. Everything
Yeah,
on this channel is 100% me.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
just to create the distinction. Um, I love that because it also speaks volumes into also how what are the messages we are sadly telling ourselves. And I think I like what you earlier on when you're talking about the kind of conditioning you used to hear that you are irrational, you are the words that people used to like tell you back in the
Hmm.
day. How are you changing the script? Because I think it comes from simple things as, oh wow, I'm funny, I am fun,
I
I
am
am
fun.
authentic,
I am.
I'm authentic, I am genuine, I am, like I love myself. I love the version of me that I'm seeing. I am real.
Yep.
So how do you change that narrative? Like even when because you have a responsibility being a creator even to your community, especially if somebody is second guessing themselves. How do we like affirm people in our particular space to also just own the real versions of themselves out more as opposed to what society or other people have conditioned them to think?
I mean, I don't know how to explain that other than, well, for me, once I was able to understand and embrace my authentic self, I just can't be any other way.
Hmm.
It wasn't a plan. I didn't work up to it. I worked up to accepting myself, understanding myself. And honestly, a lot of for me, I was like, okay, well, I don't understand why I did that, and being autistic and understanding the female autistic brain makes it much easier to understand. So once I was able to explain it to myself, maybe this is the key. Maybe once I was able to understand and explain me to myself, I no longer felt the need nor desire to make others necessarily understand. And I certainly am not going to start explaining to myself.
Okay. There is
That
there is a the reason I was asking that is also just that aspect of you being an empath because you can pick energies, you can pick you can pick that like discomfort, especially when you look at somebody or even when you see somebody on their channel or even when they're discussing something, their content, or maybe even on a chat, you can tell that chat has affected that person in a particular way. And most people are not that headstrong enough to know that. Let's talk about the trolls, for example. A troll comes and says a particular thing, and then somebody ends up interpreting this as the definition of them. One person makes you second guess your entire 53 lives of existence, years
yeah.
of existence.
Hmm.
Yet you have 10 friends who know you very well, and they've known you for the last 6 years. You know,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. And the thing about the whole energies thing, I have to say this. I don't think you asked anything necessarily about this, but I have to say this for other folks because a lot of us know that we pick up on energies. A lot of us don't understand why necessarily, but like if you walk into a room and you know what the temperature is, the emotions in that room are, if someone else maybe can come into your space in a horrible mood and not say one single word, but suddenly you are zapped, then you know what I'm talking about. This is
Mhm.
the same thing. Respect yourself, and really, it's for some people it's gonna be difficult, but you've got to start. You have to be number one on your list. Okay, you just have to. You you have to, and
Yes.
people, other people. You've got. Here's a big one. Ready, 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 ready.
Taking notes.
You cannot actually hold yourself responsible for how anyone else is feeling. You unless you are physically or emotionally abusing somebody, it ain't yours to pick up. And for somebody to put that on you is a bunch of hoo-ha. Okay. So once you that was the hardest thing for me. Truthfully, the hardest thing for me to
Wow.
understand was I cannot be responsible for other people's happiness. And you know what? Somebody got to start being responsible for my happiness. For so long, I looked for that outward as well. Not anymore. You're the only person. You are the only person that can actually do that. Because if it's not you, you're dependent on yet one more thing that's out of your control. You just
Mm.
don't do it. Don't give people keys to your happiness. Don't give people carte blanche to your energy. No, 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 no. No. Love yourself, respect yourself. Be aware of how you are responding. Notice I didn't say feeling, because once you say the word feeling, people get into a whole mushy space. And they're like, you just shut your feelings down. Don't do that. Don't do that. But be aware of how you feel. Um, and you know what? If somebody's talking about things, say on a live, it's because I know there's a lot of creators, that are here. If you're watching somebody else's live or even video, but they start talking about things that you know it's going to not do your spirit good, turn it off. Turn it off. Trust and believe that what is costing you far outweighs what's good they're going to benefit. Okay, stop selling yourself for other people. Stop selling out. Start saying no to more things. Love and respect who you are. Monitor your feelings. And if somebody else says something like, oh no, it's fine, just stop. You just need to stop. Screw them. Like, no, it's not up to other people to decide whether you're feeling your physical feelings or your responses that you're feeling coming up are valid. They're valid to you. And that's all that matters. That is it right there. Hard lesson to learn though. Lord, it is hard. I know, y'all, it sounds easy. It's not. It's not. Because people butt hurt all the time, run around with their feelings, ship stacks all up on their shoulder. You walk by, barely a breeze, and all of a sudden you done ruined their whole day. No, that is not your responsibility, baby. No, that is not on you. No, no, no. Hard lesson.
Preach, preach. Wamui is like, well said, well said. Wamui, what are you thinking about? Well said, well said. I love that. And I think, yeah, man, that's actually a very strong point, because I think a lot that's what affects most of us here. Understanding the aspect of, especially like when you found out about being on the spectrum at 53, that, and even just admitting that publicly and sharing that out with the community and saying it makes sense, it makes sense, I'm embracing this reality, and it explains a lot of things I've had to grapple with. Something as simple even as the swear jar, like,
Yeah.
it's really like, it's a very nice, it's a very like refined level of self-awareness. It's like, guys, I know I have a pouty mouth, and I need to clean it up, and there's a goal towards it. But just even admitting to that, and making your community be like a support system to help you achieve that, these are some of the things that I find very like bold, even just to admit. And
Really?
yeah, it's like, because you're putting yourself out there. We live in a world where people will never like reveal some of the things that they're, like they're going through. Like, oh, this is like a weakness. They're going to start looking at me a certain way. The comparison trap once again. They're going to look at me a certain way. No, no, no. I know I have a sharp tongue, but I'm not going to admit it. I'm not going to pay nothing for it. So even coming up with such a challenge, I think for me it's like a very bold move in terms of putting yourself out there and just you doing your own thing. Um, you talked about also meditation and cultivating like silence.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I liked, and I'm going to like, I'm trying not to forget, because I need to write it down somewhere tomorrow. Monitoring your levels. You say that earlier on, like of an hour ago on the live
Yeah.
stream, and I think that is a very powerful statement. Monitoring your levels, because also we are in a platform that gets us overstimulated. You get overstimulated, and sometimes you
Oh
need
yeah. Yeah.
that. Yeah, you need that kind of, because you're picking people's back. Somebody has a baggage here. Goga is going through the most here. I don't know. Tashare is talking about something here. I'm picking things. You're picking things. You're picking energies. You're picking experiences, and sometimes it can get overwhelming. Our mutual situation that we had a couple of weeks ago, that was like
Yeah.
something that,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that needed to
Mm-hmm.
be,
Yeah.
that we also had to go through. How do you still find a moment to monitor your levels? I just love that word. Monitor your levels, even. as much as you are creating, even as much as you are now freely putting yourself out there as Peach, how do you still monitor your levels so that you don't backtrack or you don't feel like the platform is becoming a burden to you?
Hmm. I mean, well, it's something that I've developed, and uh, you know, I don't drive anymore, and I've told my people are aware of the fact that I don't drive. I still have a license, but I just don't want to do it. As it turns out, what I used to think of as freedom is quite heavy to me now. But it occurred
Mm.
to me that while I was, operating a motor vehicle and doing all the other things involved in it, I was consistently monitoring the gas levels, the temperature of the engine itself. Did I have windshield wiper fluid? Are the lights on? Or is everything in working orderly? But never once did I say to myself, you're not fueling yourself up at all, and maybe this is why you're hangry and ready to kill, you know, so and so in a car because they cut you off. Like, I'm serious. That kind of thing right there. I just decided that it was probably really smart for myself, especially when you can feel the exhaustion, especially from an empathic drain or just an energetic, an emotional situation. If an emotional situation, high tense emotional situation arises, and after that is over and the adrenaline settles down, if you regularly feel the need for a nap, you might want to start monitoring your levels too, like for real. You have people use lots of different ways to describe, like in the autism world they use spoons, and before that used to be like, do you have anything in your bucket? And I'm just like, do you have anything in your tank? Is your tank filled up?
Mm.
If you do not address your tank first and above all other things, how do you think that you are functioning right? Well, you're not. And just that one little bit of clicky awareness in my brain was enough for me to be like, okay, wait a second. So after I spend time with, like I'll spend a day following my friends on different lives or whatever, right? I'm just like, okay, how do you, and I'm honest with myself, which is, I know, not necessarily, it's maybe a novel idea, but just be honest with yourself. Like, how drained are you? How much of you did you give up during this exchange? And how can you measure that? Here's a really easy way. How much of what you heard are you still thinking about? If you are ruminating, listen,
Mm.
I'm going to say you might want to step back just a little bit. Don't, unless it's happy rumination. But if you are distracted and concerned about someone else's trouble in their place of, you're not there, honey. And for a lot of us, maybe I'm one, if I cannot affect that situation, me spending any amount of time, energy, monitoring your levels on it is draining me even more. So it's really just a process of getting to know that, being aware that it's something to be aware of. That part right there, it's like, oh, what? Oh, nobody ever told me I should be paying attention to this. Not one time. They said eat X amount of calories, sugar has no fat in it, all the things. I'm just saying, it is really no different than any other thing. And I think that it's important, if you want to really have happiness and sovereignty, frankly, over yourself and your life, you are the only person that can monitor those things. And maybe you never thought about doing that before. And I know it sounds like ridiculous and super extra,
Mm.
but if you just give it a shot, maybe you'll see for yourself that it's not. It may actually be the one thing that you haven't done that needs to be put in place, and everything else suddenly friggin' lines up, right? Like, again, it's just loving yourself. Really, it's loving yourself, taking the time to stop and think about who you are. It's no different than making sure that you wash your butt at the end of the day and put food in your mouth, the following day. It's no different, in my opinion. And I think it's something that we should make a small habit of, because small habits become life changes, small, teeny, tiny little things. And it
I
really is
love.
all about one thing at a time. You just got to build it. It's a foundation. Okay. It takes time. Yeah.
Ooh. I love that. And speaking of things taking time and building the foundations, we did get a raid from
Oh.
Miss Steve Smith's blogs. I got a raid, but I'm told she did not raid. People are saying that they walked. So I think she's been. People are saying that she walked. I see Trini, I see Simone. Simone says that we walked, yeah, Goga. There was no like flight. Thank you so much, Kim. I see Trinidadian living in Finland. Appreciate you stopping by. Irish Jimmy, thank you so much for coming in. How you doing, Irish? Thank you so much for all of you who walked. I'm being told I have to make sure that I don't say they flew here. You walked. Thank you for the walk food trade. I don't take it for granted. We walked and we are so tired. Oh my goodness. Now you know the pain I go through when people don't trade. Welcome. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. The plane crashed. These are people. Yeah, I'm sure they
Let's
agree
swim.
that
Hold up. Let me get you a towel. Hold up. Let me.
the plane crashed. We are in the sea. We had to
About
swim.
under.
Oh my, it's the drama for me. Like
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
but thank you so much. It is the thought that counts, and I really appreciate you guys. You could have, at least you had her say that she was sending people to the Sunday service with Goga and Peach, and at least you had that, and you said, okay, at least you know where we are going. But thank you so much. There'll be consequences for this lack of raiding.
Um,
That was so funny. That was hilarious. Thank you so much. Kim, why are you trying to silence people from like giving me the truth? Kim, I know you are friends with Titi, but no, if she does not trade and she's been reported, it has to be like reported here because those are receipts. Those are receipts. But thank you so much, Miss TikTok. I know she's traveling, but I really appreciate you for the. You could have picked anybody else, but you chose the Sunday service with Goga and Crooked Peach. We don't take that for
actually,
granted.
can I say something, Goga? This is absolutely off of this. It's not about me. I just want to.
By all means.
I just seen her yet again. I'm trying to touch my screen and I can't. Paula's homestead adventure. Do you see her over here in your chat? This
Yeah.
this lady, she's freaking awesome. I hope you guys, if you're at all interested in somebody really making small changes that changed really big things in their life, like her health too, her journey, I suggest you guys check out her channel. But I just want to shout her out personally because she's really, she's incredibly supportive. She's just a really sweet lady and another one of the tribe because we just resonate. You'll love her. You'll love her. You'll love,
Paula's homestead
this crap.
adventure.
What kind of this is the things they put on dresses? This is a new. They put the thing for the what kind? I was like, what is that doing? The things you don't know. Okay.
And guys, we had okra. Do you still have some okra for these guys who came in through the raid so that they know? Trini, I know is here. Yeah,
Right,
guys, we have okra.
Little okra. I'm not gonna eat another piece.
No, just
makes me
show them
hungry.
that just flaunt it so that they know that you have okra. In case maybe we start a business and a store on YouTube, we can really start a business.
Ooh.
All right. And Tasharia just sent us some 10 jewels right there. Thanks so much, Tasharia. Appreciate the gift. Yeah, the gift. And Miss TikTok for not trading, please give my $5 to Peach because apparently there is always a fine for people who don't trade. So throw it over there. Yeah. Thank you for that. There has to be consequences.
I didn't know y'all were throwing penalties over here. I might have had a plan.
Oh no. She's the one who came up with that penalty. Can you imagine? So
That's cool. I like
she
it.
literally came up. It's the same way with you and your stranger. So she came up with this penalty because she was getting worked up. People are not trading. Now she ends up being the one who doesn't trade. So it's going to be an expensive flight. So it has to come at a cost to encourage people to read more. Right. Okra is thank you so much for that. And guys, I welcome any questions. Kim says, I love okra. I eat it like that raw or cooked in salt water for 5 minutes. Yummy.
Also,
Peach, can you?
fried in bacon fat is really stinking tasty. Just putting that out there for y'all.
Oh wow. David must be like getting so worked up with this entire conversation. David, we are talking about okra, and people, people are giving tips on how they enjoy that. Guys, how do you enjoy your okra? Do you enjoy it fried? Do you enjoy it steamed? Do you enjoy it raw, like peach?
It's
Just
good
checking,
like
just
that.
checking.
It's really good. I
And
swear it is. It's crunchy, David. Aunt. Crunchy.
and Kisha is saying hi to us. Kisha is saying she's back on land. I know she's been on a cruise, but now she's
Keisha!
going back home.
Hey,
Kisha,
Keisha. Oh, honey. How was your trip? Well, I know how it was. Your your sunrises were freaking awesome. Thank you so much for
I
sharing that.
know, right? You saw?
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Yes.
those images were
Are you
like,
kidding me? Yes. Oh, yes. I love me some sunrises and sunsets. But she had a beautiful vantage point. It was just like the sun and water. Just like
I
wow.
was I was so invested. I was so invested in her cruise life trip because she used to give us like all these not fancy shots and stuff. And thanks so much, Kisha. Welcome back to land. I know you've been living in the seas, but I don't want to sound like jealous, but welcome back to reality.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Yes.
yeah. But thank you so much for sharing with us the
Yes.
sunset, the cruise, and Kisha, I want to see the content. I want to see the videos now. I want to see the videos. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure.
We're making you hungry.
Celeste says you are making her angry. I
Yeah.
can make you some okra salad. Okra
I'm gonna make you
salad.
hungry. You want to hear what we're having for dinner tonight?
Oh, do
It's
tell.
cooking right now. Barbecue beef brisket, homemade cheddar bay biscuits, or bread if you're nasty. If you'd like to have the bread, it's already made that little bit earlier. Yeah. And what was it? That's right, a Gouda mac and cheese.
Mm, all right.
At the Peach House tonight.
Now you're making me angry, and I already had dinner like a long time ago. Miss TikTok, there was no raid. I'm told you crashed by multiple people. Pay your fine over to Peach. Take your
Aw.
$5 to Peach. I've directed. Don't give me that. Pay it over to Peach because you're the one who came up with that penalty. Now you have to pay the consequences. I did not turn off my raid. Look at this. Look at this. Peach, I used to not. Peach, I used to
I
not
do.
have to deal
I
with.
do.
She literally made that up.
Mm. Y'all doing some things over here. I love it though. That is actually really. I love that the whole spirit of that and the fine state. Look, that's like finding myself. Oh yeah, I find myself. Also, I did forget to say this out loud, Goga. It's really super cool. Your audience, well, my audience anyway, over on my channel, they are my accountability partners for a lot of life changes that I am making for my I really mean that too. I mean like I'm like in the garden in the morning and I know that like I need to do this, that, and the other thing. And I tell them because I have to keep myself accountable some way or another. And I personally have found that's been a wonderful interaction back and forth between myself and the the members or the people that come to the channel regularly, like the viewers that just pop in sometimes. It's freaking awesome to be able to do that. And trolls, we need to talk about trolls and how we handle those suckers.
Amazing. And of course, Stifting Some Soil says, I love Goda, and so is Kisha, and so does Kisha love Goda. So everybody's like, you're clearly making everyone angry.
It's a young, listen, I'm gonna make it even worse. It's a young, raw milk Gouda and a smoked Gouda too. Yes. It's gonna be so good. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm getting hangry. I'm really hungry.
Yeah, exactly. Because
I'm actually not even kidding.
they are describing the food. It's like Goga, we like almost done now. I can kind of smell the. Yeah, and Storm says, I got you covered on troll speech. I got you covered on trolls. And thank you so much, everyone, once again for joining in. In case you're not yet connected to Peach, the link is pinned on top of my chat. with the same love that you have shared with me, please jump over there and make sure you're connected to her. She's amazing. She does live streams every day at 8:45 Eastern. That is a new show. That's a new series where you get to interact with her. You may occasionally find her like chasing chickens if you're lucky. Anything goes over at Peach, especially in the morning when she wakes up. But it's very fun, and you have the time you'll always be like laughing. Peach, let me ask you, now that I'm speaking about chickens and stuff, let me ask you a question. This is so random. It may not even have anything to do with the topic, but
I was like, chickens? What? Hey, is it, when did chickens come back into the mix?
no, I just realized because I was talking about it, and you guys are talking about food and things.
Oh, okay, I got you now.
No,
Yeah.
I was just going to ask. Let me see. Let me get the correct wording for it. Um, I know gardening, of course, this is something that you do naturally. Food preservation is very important, and of course, your health. You also have that medicine. That medicine cabinet coming up with, especially the natural remedies. But the chickens, what have they taught you about patience?
About what?
Patience, just your patience. Like what have they? In addition to the garden, the food preservation stuff, the chickens. What is it that they've taught you about patience as a person?
That I don't have enough. I have nowhere near enough. Yeah. Because listen, the chickens have actually taught me a whole lot of, like, truly, I'm not even kidding. They have taught me things that, I mean, you would think that is obvious, but it's not. Patience is not one of them. They didn't teach me that. They're trying my patience. But you know what? One of the things that they really, and I'm not kidding, y'all, not kidding, not even a little bit. Watching the hens interacting with the roosters, because in the past, there was a point in time not so many years ago we had 28 roosters. You know how many hens was here? It was hundreds. Anyway, the thing that I started to notice was, at first, because there was no rooster here in the beginning, at first the hens, they wanted nothing to do with that rooster. They would fight him. They would not come when he called, or because they do this, they find like treats. Roosters find treats, and they do this thing called like tittering.
Yeah.
It's a special kind of call. It's like, I can't do it, but anyway,
I was going to really just to
shut your mouth. Stop it. Now I'm feeling like my tongue is all tied. No. Okay, but they wouldn't pay any attention to him in the beginning, or them in the beginning, and then sometimes they would actively, compete. And after he earned their trust, I watched this happen. He showed them, look, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep finding y'all these treats, even though y'all aren't listening and y'all aren't coming over here to eat it. And I'm sitting here all day waiting for you to keep on picking up the same blueberry and dropping it on the ground, trying to get you to come pay attention. I'm still not going to go nowhere. Eventually, the hens were like, okay, he's got our back. That's cool. The part of that they taught me was, because I had always thought relationships between a man and a woman were about one obeying and the other one following the obey. And I never was really down with that. Not even, I'm like, I'm not obeying a fool. I'm not. I almost said a very bad word, and I said fool accidentally, but I saved myself $1. Okay. What they taught me is to pay attention to not what is being said, but to what is being done. And having a man lead me is not obeying. It is having the ability to trust that he has my well-being and his well-being always in mind, and being able to relinquish a little bit of control to another person. They taught me that. Because I was like, oh wait, so I'm getting it all in the way. So many relationships in my lifetime I have just accidentally messed up, because listen, ladies, a man does not want to date a woman that's going to act like a man and do all the dang things. Like, you know how emasculating? I didn't. You know how emasculating it is for something to get broken, and the girl's like standing up. I'm like, you just stay there, baby. I got this. Like that don't go over real well with dudes, as it turns out. They don't like that. Okay, like the hens. I swear to you, the hens showed me when I watched them, and I just kept watching them. I was like, wait a second. I think I've been doing this wrong. Like I really did. I was like, oh, y'all are smart. Y'all are, and I love these. I love these chickens so much. They've taught me many, many things. Patience, sir.
Wow.
Not one of them.
I like that. Stumps says, Stumps, I think I was talking about his cats. For him, the cats test his patience.
Oh, there
The
it is.
cats,
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
yeah,
mm-hmm,
yeah, the
mm-hmm,
cats test his
mm-hmm.
patience. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for the love. Thanks so much for the thumbs ups as well. I don't take that for granted. I really appreciate that.
Me either.
Um,
I love y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to this nonsense that doesn't seem to be related to anything, but I swear everything's connected.
I love.
As it turns
We've
out.
talked about a lot of things. Can you imagine? It's already been 2 hours, and we've talked about farting. We've talked about we cracked all sorts of jokes here. That's the beauty of
Listen,
a natural conversation.
we could actually talk about the contents of the bowl at some point in time because that's a health indicator there. Like, is it a floater? Is it pale? Is it dark? Did it leave a streak in the bowl?
Wait, sorry.
Goku's like, what's she talk about? Hold on.
Wait. What?
I'm saying, I don't mind talking about farts. We can talk about poops and what's in the bowl. Is it a floater? Is it looking? You just got it. Okay, go. Is it a floater? Is it gray? Is it pale? Is it dark? Is it sticky? Is it bumpy? Is it hard? Is it hard? These are all health indications. Look, I'll talk about all. I don't care anymore. Go, I really don't.
You know,
We need to talk about all.
like this fat thing is very good content. ASMR. Imagine like you just put like some proper microphones and stuff, and this is good stuff. People
Look,
go
man.
viral for this. People go viral for these kind of things.
I don't want to go viral. I don't want to go viral. That's actually very scary to me. I know I can't handle that. I can't. No.
Oh, wow.
No.
Oh, wow.
I want to grow the channel. Absolutely. But it's going to happen in a way that we build up together. It's like me in the garden. We've been growing together, getting healthy and better for 4 years. So it's just going to get better as it goes. I don't want to do the whole sink or swim thing anymore. I tried that for 50 some odd years. No, thank you. Nope.
Kisha agrees with you. Like, Meredith, no problems with words these days. I know. It's a whole different human being. For sure. Yeah.
I tried to tell people in the past, I was like, y'all don't understand. It's like a whole comedy show up here. It's like the Carol Burnett show and like a bunch of shows. My brain works like that. And I have said that for a long time, but I'm finally now just saying all the things because I'm not the only one.
And now people are getting all these ideas. This is content for the 8:45, by the way. This is like raw content for the 8:45.
Oh, that's good. What's up with my poop?
Is it healthy? Is it floating? Is it guys? And I think those of you can give gifts because I know people in the US can give gifts. You can give Pete those poop. There's a poop gift I think people like clicking on for some. I see it on these American channels. It's always fascinating, and I'm like, wow. At least it's a gift, This is a gift, but it's poop, but it's a gift.
I'm not talking about that exploding diarrhea, y'all. That's a whole entirely different talk. Let's get. Okay, I just cannot stop. I love seeing Goga fall out of the chair. This is hilarious. Because usually, I'm sorry, y'all know, usually Goga is so demure.
Yeah, tell them. I'm very demure. Yeah. But half the time I've been laughing so hard on this live stream, which is a good thing. I think as the service, it's a Sunday, people are relaxed. Some people are going to have brisket.
I'm so sorry. I looked over there. I should have looked over at the comments. Oh my gosh. Because y'all know, I'll be like, squirrel. Oh man.
I love what he's saying. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I love what you said about I don't want to go viral. I want to grow. I just want to grow, just like my plants. I think that's a very beautiful thing to say because what if it happens? And I think there's a time I think we're having that conversation in the academy, and I think all of us are always trying to chase that viral thing. That when you're uploading the video, you're trying to say maybe this is the one that is going to make my channel blow up,
Never do
but
that.
nobody ever asks themselves so what if you blow up? Are you ready for the life on the other side of blowing up?
No,
Yeah.
no. I know I'm not. Know thyself. I know I'm not. You know, just like, well, because I'm patently against lottery at this point in my life, but I don't play lottery because winning the lottery, I'm not qualified for that yet. No, I don't know how to handle that.
Yeah.
Again, it's indicative of every other part of my life. Every bit of my life is all new. Like being a good human being, okay, being a at least half butt. I almost said it, but I didn't. A decent homemaker. Which and seriously, it's only like half really. And in the summer, I'm not good at being like a homemaker. I want to be outside, is what I'm saying. But all these things, it's all it's a rebuild, it's new skills, it's tiny little bits of pieces of bricks of a foundation. So no, I don't want to go. No, I do not want to go viral. No, because what'll happen is what's happened many times in my life. I'll crash and burn. It's more than I can handle, and I'm very well aware of that. So
Ooh, I like that because that's actually a great yeah, what is on the other side. And that takes me to the conversation around success for you, Peach. Like when you look at yourself, when we start with you in January 2025, maybe by then success was I got my watch hours, I'm in the YouTube partner program.
that was yeah.
Pretty much, the loop videos went viral before YouTube cracked down on us, and we got success, we got all the watch hours, we are in the game, baby. But what does success look like to you 18 months on? Do you still define your success on this platform based on numbers, or what is success for you? Because I think it's always important to just know, like, then what defines you now? What do you like deem as success? Because it spells whether you are, because we live in this platform. There's always like a push to be very ambitious.
Yeah.
You need to get the silver button. You need to get the golden button. You need to
I don't
make
want it.
money.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
there's always like all this pressure to just make sure that you're hitting these like milestones. But to some people, success is just, I don't know, I just showed up and laughed. That's
Yeah.
successful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I listen. If I'm being really, really, really like base level about this, success is the fact that I wake up every day, and I'm not kidding you, because I should have been dead a long, long, long time ago. Every day is literally a gift. Every day is amazing. Like I get another chance to at this point in time be exactly who I was always supposed to be. And a thing that I realized not too long ago, and I'm going to say it right here, right now, y'all, we all knew exactly who we were when we were 5 years old. If you can find the place and the time to quiet your brain and your heart down and reconnect with that 5-year-old, that was always where you were supposed to be. That was always before the world showed you all these other options and told you to pick and choose out of those. So if you're lost, if you feel like you've been seeking your whole life too, reconnect with the child, because the child always knew the destination.
I love that. Ooh. Man,
That's
that's
true.
powerful. Yeah.
It's true. It's so true. I knew who I was as a child, and I did forget, but we all do. We all have these unique passions in the world, and they don't listen. Your passions are not listed in a college book. It's not there. It's not a class to take. It is part of you. It is imbued in you. We just have to get things out of its way and listen to our little tiny little child heart, because we knew. What did you lose time over? What was it? Was it making mud pies, or care for the family animal, or did you lose hours and hours of time watching lightning bugs? Because that right there, that is that's where your passion is, in that area. Now, is your passion going to be just watching lightning bugs? Maybe, not likely. But the lightning bugs are going to lead you to the place that you were supposed to go before you were told to do this, that, and the other thing. Give it a shot.
Words. Chef says my inner child gets me into trouble sometimes. My inner
Yeah.
child gets me into trouble sometimes. And then
Lightning bugs. Yeah.
my inner child gets me into trouble. And that comment took me off there for a bit. I like that. And then Brooklyn is busy screaming at the lightning birds. Yep, that resonated with her. And then Tashara is like saying birds. Yes.
Listen,
Tashara is
I mean, I think for myself anyway, like it life got so complicated, and I couldn't sort through all the mess, and I didn't know what I really cared about and what I was like programmed to believe I cared about, and all the things. And, but if I could just this one thing, if I could just one thing transfer one little message really truly to your heart, it is connect with that child, y'all, before the world changed who you were,
yeah.
before you had to fit in some other place. It's not necessarily, just snapping your thumbs, but if you can just go back and visit there, you might reevaluate your whole stinking life. You might. I did. Oh, Barry. Oh.
Um,
Oh.
the conversation around being on the spectrum and ADHD is also like one thing that I know most people are trying to shine a light on in the community. Simone, who is watching in the bushes. Simone's daughter, of course, Simone has an autistic child as well, and literally she's designed an entire channel to just shine a light on autism and speak about being autistic and some at least shine a light on it and show at least her experience, especially dealing with her daughter who is growing up with autism. But for you to discover this at 53, it means, you've been through this your entire life. And then it's like
Yes.
a light bulb moment for you. But of course, you've had an autistic child as well, as you mentioned. And of course, by then it looked like you're trying to manage somebody else is like it looks like you're an outsider into the thing. But
Yes.
yes, I'm a mom. Yes, I'm trying to like there's this thing I need to do. I need to understand this about my son. But now when it hits home, and this reality now hits home, and you're like, oh, that's why this happens. This is so that's why
So
I'm
many
like this.
times.
Oh wow. It's like, yeah, you're on the spectrum all along. So in case like somebody is watching right now and they don't, and they've not accepted this reality about them, but of course they're within the spectrum. The world has told them to to behave a certain way, because something is off with you. Yet that may be the superpower that you may need. In case there's a mother like Simone who is actually raising an autistic child, knowing what you know now, what is that message? What is that one thing at least you'll tell somebody right now?
It has nothing to do with the child. The thing I'm going to say, it has nothing to do with the child. It has everything
Okay.
to do with the parent. And this is going to be a hard one to accept for a lot of people. If you have a child on the spectrum, you are on the spectrum. It is passed from mother and father to child, period. Bottom line. So, if your child is autistic and you don't realize you are, I would highly advise you do some investigating. And if you have a male child and you are the mom, what they display and the way that they function is nothing like a female. But I'm telling you right now, honey, if you look into it, you are very likely to be giving yourself a huge letter, a chest filled with forgiveness letters, because you've been doing things very likely not in service of honoring your body. That part right there, that was hard, because I had Matthew in 2000, in the year 2000, and So for like 10 years, I did everything possible to learn everything about the autism. And you know what else? This was the funniest part. So even back then, I had something. Y'all, women with autism wasn't a thing back then. When I'm talking early 2000s, it was not a thing. It was just little kids, mostly boys. So when some professionals started to suggest it, I was highly offended. I was like, no, 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 no. You see, here's the thing. What you don't understand is I have submersed myself so much in the world of autism and understanding autism so that I understand my son and I can advocate for him. I'm like, I really believe that crap too, just so you know. I really did believe that. So really, I think that it's most helpful to understand, first of all, if you have a child on the spectrum, the chances of you not being on the spectrum are slim to none, and that includes dyslexia. I've seen somebody, yeah. There's lots and lots of different things that are on the spectrum. It doesn't necessarily mean autistic, even though autistic is the best. We the best. We got the best wiring and the best. I'm telling you. But I think that really the important thing there is to understand the bottom line. Look, y'all, this is gonna make parenting children like this maybe easier, but you got to put it into practice and make it like your habit of thinking. Their operating system is not the same as yours or anyone else's. No. So you might tell a child on the spectrum to do this, that, and the other thing, and even give them a time limit. And that child at the end of the time limit may still be sitting there doing nothing. And you may really think, for instance, that child is just being ornery. When in fact, child on the spectrum is still processing what you asked them to do. It helps to understand it a lot better and not understand it in a way where you're just trying to explain things away. You can't just explain it away. So understanding the operating systems are different, response times are different, and things like I'm intense. A lot of females are pretty intense, and again, females in particular. You know, when we want to answer, we want it now. Now. No, not in 10 minutes. Don't walk away. Don't you look me in the eye. Give me an answer now. That kind of stuff. You got to chill out and stuff like that too. Just the processing is entirely different. So that would be the key right there. Know who you are. Be honest with yourself about it. And respect that you have a different operating system. And you can't upgrade theirs. You can't. Thank you to Syria. You can't. You just can't do it.
Wow.
Hey, this has been hard. Listen, this has been very, 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 very hard to understand, to live it. This has been very, very difficult to do. And now, well, you know what? Now, it used to be, I was so upset because the school system isn't set up for people on the spectrum. And that's true. I remember the torture of being in school, the fluorescent lights beating me up, the crowds, crazy. But what sets me off more is understanding how our environment has such an extreme impact on us and our children, like on the spectrum. So, another like helpful hint there for parents of kids on the spectrum, please be aware that all lights, sound, smell, noises, they can all cause massive deregulation, just seriously, neurologically. And it's important, I think, that we know that too. So got to point that out. I'm mad on behalf of everybody on the spectrum, which I think is actually the majority of humans, because we have lights at night and all the sounds and it's just nonsense. When I was a child,
noise, yeah.
Yes. When I was a child here in Virginia, we at least, listen, were things perfect in the 70s? God, no. But at least we had Sundays where nothing was open but church. So there was one day a week where the family was together. That's another thing that I feel like we're missing. Connection is huge, like actual human connection. But it was a quieter world back then. And people who have that analog life experience, like a lot of people will hear us talking and think we are talking gibberish or nonsense or about some movie we saw. No, the world actually used to be a whole lot quieter, a whole lot dimmer. It wasn't so go go go. There wasn't always something terrible happening on the TV. Like it just the world was different then. The world was so different, right? Just hey, I mean, it's different. It's different now to then, and I think that that's something that we can do as people who are on the spectrum. We really got to separate that whole analog experience from those who don't have it because you can't explain it. You have to have gone through it to understand, and then to be able to tell the difference. But I think that it's a gift to if you happen to have had analog life experience. I think it's a gift because then you at least know what it was like, and you can maybe mimic that, maybe quieter and I don't know, just all the things. It's a lot for people. It's a lot to process. It all comes down to processing ability, I think. Yeah.
Precisely. Right. All right. Thanks so much, Chef. I appreciate you stopping by. I know Chef, they have to leave. Thanks so much, Chef.
I'm sorry, Chef. Thank you so much. That's what I was laughing at. That's thank you, David. David, did you want me?
For the swear jar and oh my God, Peach, why? Peach, you will withdraw. Let us enjoy the spoils of war. The man is already wounded.
I'm sorry, I was not. I was just about to declare an act of war. You're right. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I put it back. It didn't even actually touch my lips. It just suggested.
No, you lifted the okra. David, you want me to and then, thank you so much, David, for the super chat, for the swear jar, and for the quieter times. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, David. Elsie, nice to see you. Welcome, Elsie. I appreciate you. Elsie Nightborn again. Nice to see you. Welcome, Elsie. Oh my goodness, that was so funny. David, do you want? I think she's had enough okra for today. David, I can spare you the agony.
I have. I'm gonna pickle this stuff probably.
Because I know David is going to talk about this tomorrow in his live stream.
I know.
Yesterday, do you know, Goga, I went to the Sunday service and that woman dared eat okra in my presence. He's going to make it like a whole sermon. It will be a preaching. There'll be songs sung around this same thing. Peach, you're going to be a subject tomorrow on David's live stream.
I mean, it's not the first time. Listen, I didn't mean to, but I sometimes go into his lives and I'm like, "Good morning, okra." I mean, David. We just pick at each other. He knows I love him. We're family. We're family now. Family that tortures each other.
All right, guys, we're almost getting towards the tail end of the Sunday service. But Peach, I wanted to ask you a few. The next segment and probably the second last segment before I get into the rapid fire questions, which are just like the 10. Yeah. The rapid fire is a new segment that we introduced just to like sum up everything. They're normally like multiple choice questions, and then just to get how you are, where your mind is, and what you enjoy doing. But don't worry, I'll get to that shortly. But before I get there, I wanted to ask you some questions that I think are they're going to like open our minds into your journey so far, especially as a creator. So the first one is this. Let me pull them up. The first question is there's no lottery or anything, don't worry. What has creating publicly taught you about yourself? Like creating publicly, showing us what you do publicly, the 8:45 live, among other things. Yesterday, you guys were mowing the garden. What has it taught you about yourself?
That my face is incredibly expressive. My face does some things listen, y'all, if y'all have heard this before, people, you might want to look into this. Okay. So all my life, I have been told how my face is saying things. Well, as it turns out, that is true. That is true. Yes, I am guilty. I did not know.
Your face has subtitles.
Listen, there was one morning I was on the live. I almost got arrested because my face was saying really rude things to a police officer. I am not kidding you. I am not joking you, okay? And I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, what is going on my face? Oh my gosh. Oh, is that what Dad was talking about? No.
my boss always has to, anytime I go to a meeting with my boss always has to position me away, not to sit opposite the CEO,
Do you want to
because
see your face?
yeah, because my she will say something and then I'll just roll my eyes. There's just something I do with my face. So they say like, for our own
Hmm.
safety, sit next to me and don't look
Yeah.
at the CEO.
I've had people before be like, "Your eyes are so big." I'm like, "Are they?" Then I saw myself and I was like, "Oh, they are." What am I doing with my face? I don't know. It has a mind of its own. Okay.
A great person to play poker with. So
No, I suck at poker. Okay, I suck at poker. I lost like $7 at penny Annie poker. No, no. That see, yeah, I can't hide nothing, nothing, nothing.
second question on the creator's inner journey. What what criticism has stayed with you?
What has?
What criticism has stayed with you as a creator? What is that one thing
Oh,
that somebody
oh, oh.
criticized you for and you still remember it?
Nothing.
Okay, that's a
No,
good
because
thing.
I mean, I'll give it consideration, but it has to be, it has to be me. I have to do it. Somebody else's criticism doesn't matter to. I'm like,
Okay.
I'll give it some thought, but like, I'm not changing my life because somebody else has a critique. I did that for a long time. I am not doing it no more. No, 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 no. Not doing it.
Compliments? Compliments?
They don't mean anything. I mean, it's sweet.
What?
It's sweet, but like, I mean, seriously. Oh, are you complimenting me or were you asking me? Look, I'm see. No, because you do have people a lot of times they'll compliment you over and over as a creative and not, I mean, as a creator, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that just doesn't, it
Right,
doesn't do
makes
a
sense.
thing for me because it doesn't change my value. That's I look in the mirror, I'm very realistic about what I look like. Somebody telling me a bunch of flowery crap in the chat doesn't mean a whole lot of anything to me. That's maybe not what you were asking at all. I could have just gone on a completely different direction, and if I did, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, next one. What keeps you creating when the numbers are not rewarding?
I just quit caring about the numbers. Honestly, I just try not to pay
Ah,
attention to it because that's I'm not gonna speak. I mean, I'm not just trying to speak like my truth. I'm not gonna speak to other people's souls if I'm chasing numbers and dollars. But that's how I work. That's how I work.
makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Um, the next one is what does success mean to you now compared to 2 years ago when you started, when you got serious on YouTube? That I think I asked that earlier, but
I mean, do you mean with YouTube?
it can be general. It can be
Okay, in
anything.
general, I think I can answer that better for a general question. Like success to me is being able to get out of bed without, overwhelming pain in the morning and being able to understand and match my own energy levels, like energy output levels enough to not lie to myself in the morning about all the things I was going to accomplish all day that I don't do. So that's the thing. That's what I've realized. Um,
Okay.
yeah, that's success to me. Success is being able to live life and not lie to myself about it. Truthfully.
Fair enough. I love that. I love that answer. Rapid fire questions with pitch. These ones have multiple choice. These are going to be so easy for you. And if you feel you need to explain, I'll give you like a second to explain in case you need to like explain your
Oh,
choice.
okay, supposed to be one word. Ain't hold on.
All right. All right. Okay. This one is going to be it's going to be a hard choice for you, but let's see. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Ooh. Chickens or vegetables?
Mm.
I like how you sang.
How am I supposed to answer that? That
I know.
uh,
Yes, they both. It's fine.
I don't know. Veggie chickens?
What is veggie chickens?
Well, I don't know. I just made it up because I wanted to have both answers.
Okay. I know this is going to be a no-brainer. Garden or kitchen?
Garden, summer, winter, kitchen.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Seasonally,
Okay.
at season. Yeah.
All right. YouTube or gardening?
Gardening.
I was trying to trap you into that question. All right. Um, the best thing about being a YouTuber, Crooked Pitch questions everything.
Oh wow. Well, okay. So, really? Well, I started doing YouTube out of a really a sense of desperation for connection with other people. And so the best thing about YouTube is that, as it turns out, I have brothers and sisters in all kinds of places all over the world. I have this dude. He's like a brother to me. He lives in Kenya. Doesn't look anything like me. Doesn't sound anything like me. And nobody would ever have thought that we're actually related. But the fact is, I found my tribe on YouTube. That's that right there.
Oh, you appeal into my look at your.
Oh, you
picture,
better stop. Would you stop? So drama. It's all about the drama.
The drum. Like,
Oh my God. Did somebody play a little tiny violin at the same time?
thank you, Peach. I love you, Peach. Thank you so much for that. That's beautiful.
It is the truth. Look,
Yeah.
I was alone. I was the only one. I was a soul freak, and I was my whole life. I was one weird little chick. Until this. There's so many weird people. Oh my gosh, we are awesome. We are awesome.
Did you have to use that chick in the example just because of chicken? Like
No. Listen,
thank you.
I'm not kidding you though.
No, I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
can you imagine? Look at us seated on a Sunday for nearly 3 hours, just like randomly discussing everything and anything.
You don't know what my foot's under here doing. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get outside. It's so hard. I was like, oh my God, I've been sitting for a long time.
Right. Okay. That was the hard. I see that was like the best thing. What about the hardest thing about being a creator?
Ever given any consideration to other people's expectations.
Ooh.
So I'm very careful when I make promises about things.
Ooh,
Because
I like-
because I'm listen, my follow through sucks still. Okay. It does. It just does. I mean, I can have all the best intentions in the world. Like, I'm growing this sunflower out here for Barry, Storms Radio's here. And my intention, in my heart, I really mean this. It's pure. He knows this. I want to send him seeds from that sunflower. It's beautiful. Will I do that? Well, hopefully. But please don't hold me to it. And I do. I say that now. So, yeah, my follow through sucks. Sorry.
You're still weird, Peachy, my favorite weirdo. Ha ha ha. All right. Now, what makes a video unmistakably Crooked Peach?
Yeah, who knows? Oh no, I do know. Ready? Okay, so not even videos, because I haven't really done videos in a minute. I'm working on it, but my live.
Oh, don't worry, when a live stream becomes a video the moment you click end.
Okay.
So it's
I have two signature moves. Are you ready? Number one, my audience without fail every day against their will gives me a nasal exam because I forget to turn the camera around and I have that burn like right up to my face and I think they're seeing the other side because my eyes are looking at what I'm looking at. But this is true. Okay, this is true, sir. I'm true confessions with Goga. Okay. The other thing is, I think like 99.7% of the time, I shut my life down every day, accidentally, every day. I come right back. But I don't know what I touch on that stupid screen and it shuts it down every single day. So I got two signature moves and they patented too. So you can't have them.
All right.
It's true. See, Barry at Storms Radios knows, Goga. The nose thing is I don't even know. I'm like, oh man, I even did it today. I'm,
Oh,
t-
because
I'm
like but again, but like even when you're like doing your your morning streams, because like half the time you're busy in the garden, you always do more than one thing at a single time. So the phone is likely the phone is likely to end up in a very awkward.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you have
Hmm.
not placed, because I know sometimes you place it somewhere because then guys, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. So you just go do your
Yes.
thing and then yeah.
But then I
And
feel bad. I'm like, man, I left them over there.
oh yeah, wait until yeah. She dropped us, guys. She
Right.
dropped us. Yeah. Shine is laughing so hard. Yeah, yeah. They're actually relating to like yep, 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 yep. She always does
See,
those
yeah,
examples.
Sue too. Look, Chanel knows. Chanel loves the garden. She know. Barry over at Storm's Radio's. It's Sue. Every one of them can identify me solely by the contents of my nose. Every one of them. They've been they've been subjected to this repeatedly. I'm telling you. I get a little embarrassed by that. So I'm like, oh man, like that was a long time. What if I had a booger?
That could be a shot. I'm just thinking about how that can be repurposed into content in
I
addition
mean,
to the
what do y'all teach me? Everything is content, right? Everything.
this content. A
Daily, yes.
daily nostril exam. The last two questions I'm going to ask you are number one, what is the messiest part of your new life? Because I know there's a very powerful statement I like. Growth is kind of messy, you know, but eventually it's important for it to be messy because it will help you understand the work that you put in to get there. So, what is the messiest part of this new life or the Crooked Pitch 2.0?
Mm. The messiest part is why I have found my voice. I'm still working enormously on the restraints.
Oof. Wow. Okay. 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 Restraints.
Restraints, yes. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. Oof. What is the one thing from your old life that you don't miss at all?
One, shit, I got like 14,000. Okay.
Okay. Okay. We can maybe
14,000.
maybe two.
Um,
I like I say 14,000. Okay, we'll be here for like the rest of the year.
oh, oh. It's so hard to pick only two.
Okay, one.
Wait, do I miss anything?
No,
No.
no. Oh, okay.
No, I don't. What was the question again? Because look, yeah, I am autistic. That
No, no.
is
You
what
actually,
happens.
no, you actually got it because I
Okay.
asked the one thing from your old life that you don't miss at all.
Yeah,
You don't.
I don't miss any of it. I don't miss following other people's schedules. I don't miss. Oh my God, I do not miss those tiny, tiny little bleached, anemic, white store eggs. Like I don't miss that at all. I don't miss store bought bread. I don't miss what I thought was a really good exchange of my time. I don't miss having other people cook stuff that is going to be put in my mouth for me. And I don't miss any of it. I don't do anything the way that I used to do things. Like, and that's the part that's so hard because I'm not just redoing one part of my life. It is literally the entire thing. If I had to sum it up in one sentence, is what is actually happening over here at Crooked Peach with Peach is that I'm just becoming a better human. Yeah.
Wow. I like that. I don't miss anything at all, and I think it's yeah. It shows how it shows that transition from the things that that defined you back in the day, and how
Yeah.
you've had to like outgrow them, and I think I like that. I like that answer. And finally, if somebody was watching us right now at the Sunday service or replaying this video and they're sitting in the middle of their own like 2.0, for lack of a better word. Let's say they are 40, they are 50, 60, 70. They've lost their health, their careers, their confidence. Maybe they've had to change their cities, maybe their marriages or their direction. What is that one thing you'd want them to know the benefit at least of retrospect, and the fact that you had to restart your life, and now you had to like re-envision your life. What is that one thing you'll tell them?
Every instruction manual that life has ever given you, throw it out. Just throw it out. Write your own. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what your dream is. It doesn't matter what your passion is. It doesn't matter what your timeline is. Throw out all the old information because it does not apply. That's what I would tell you.
Powerful, brief, to the point, right on. Peach, almost 3 hours of having a conversation. I thought we'd be here for 2 hours.
I can't believe it.
Well, yeah, but it's never a dull moment having you at the Sunday service. And
This has been very fun.
yeah, guys, take a moment before we release Peach, in case you've not yet connected to her, so that you don't miss her 8:45 live. Trust me, those live streams are to die for. You will love them. You will love. It's fun. It's a lot of things. It's a very nice conversation. Sometimes you're just listening in there, and I'm like, half the time you're laughing, half the time you're like, okay, now what is she doing with the chickens? Okay, what is she doing now with that plant? Why is she, why is she doing that on the fence? What is going on? It's a very beautiful platform, and it's also a beautiful community to connect to. So I'm giving you a chance to like jump over there, drop some nice green hearts. I know she likes these earthy colors. Colors of the earth and the plants and nature. Drop them in there just before we release Peach. But Peach, of course, you've been through this before. I'm going to let you now sign off in case there's anything that maybe you wanted to pass your message that I may have not asked, or any other thing. I'm just going to allow you to do your outro, and then of course
thank you,
we will check. And Celeste is giving you your jewels in there. Just get some of the gift there. And, thanks so much, Celeste. And Celeste, how much did you have to put anything in the swear jar? No. Sunday service, no.
Thank you, Goga. That was part of my rap, but all right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I was about to ask you. I think it's $2, y'all. Can somebody? I think it is. I think it's $2.
Don't worry, David got you.
Okay. So now I do. First of all, I have something that I just really figured out a second ago, and that was, I think you asked me about my creating content or lives, or how I would describe it. Here's how I would describe the morning, the 8:45 live with Meredith.
Yeah.
Peach. Okay. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get until you take a bite. Pretty much. We can go anywhere, and we typically do. But I do want to wrap this up by number one saying thank you, Go. Thanks for having me again. And today was way more relaxed than the last time. I'm like, shoot, I can hang out with Goga for hours. But Lord, but there's some things I need to address personally, so I ain't gonna hang on here too much longer. But people, I really, truly, really, 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 really very much want people to just take some time and focus on yourself. Seriously, address your personal needs. Stop trying to do all the things for all the people. And if you too suffer from that horribly debilitating disease known as people pleasing, I beg of you to just try to go in the opposite direction. Because I strongly believe that the more we know ourselves, and the more that we love ourselves and care for ourselves and respect ourselves, the more our hearts are full. It's just full of self-love. That's freaking amazing. You don't have to get that from somebody else, right? But when you do that, you fill your own heart up. And with that, your heart overflows of love and joy and acceptance and tolerance. And then we take that and pour it out on the rest of the world. Let's be kind to each other. The world is in a lot of pain. I talk about this. We can change it. We absolutely can change the entire world, one heart at a time. Just like the same foundational blocks of building your whole new life over again, right? Yeah, we can do it. I love you guys. Peace out.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Peach. I appreciate you being here. I will send you a link tomorrow so that for the collab, so that at least it can register for the replay. Actually after 2 hours, because I have to wait for the video to process a bit. I'll just send you a link, and then just click on the link and then click accept. That's the only responsibility. Just click accept when you see that link on your WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not making you do anything complex.
Thank you for recognizing and honoring my tisms. Thank you, sir.
I like when you're like, Goga, why are you giving me assignments? Goga, why
I
are you giving me
know. I'm like,
assignments?
what? Wait, I just sat here still for like 3 freaking hours. What more do you want from me, man?
Love you, Peach. Thank you so much for
You
like hanging
guys,
out with me this long on a Sunday. Enjoy
my
your
blast.
brisket. Say hi to Shad and
Thank you.
Matthew. Please pass
I
my
will do.
regards to the boys as well. All
All right, y'all.
right, bye.
Have a good time. Bye.
Oh,
Woo, baby.
that was so funny. Yes. All right, guys, and Peach is out of the building. I was just laughing at how she was like scared of like she was scared of like that assignment. It's like, Goga, why are you giving me homework? Why are you giving me homework, Goga? But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. David, I'm waiting for the raid command. Just let us just use David and crooked pitch raid. Then we can use the pitch emoji or the with the purple heart. So I think that will work. Yeah. God will never fail. Thank you so much. God, welcome back. I know vacation is over. Welcome back to reality. Everything Africa with Oman. Nice to see you, Tonya. Okay, why am I screaming Tonia's name like this? Welcome, Tonya. Oma, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. Lasty, how you doing? We're just about to leave. I'm waiting for David to give me the command. Let me see if I can get it. That was an amazing conversation with Peach. I think she had fun. She had so much. We had a very nice conversation. I liked the conversation today. It was very beautiful. It was very flowy. It was very. David, thanks so much for the raid. Guys. David has done the raid command. Let me just pin it. There we go. Are we using the? Yes, I'm going to fly you because there are some people here who did not like raid and now they have to pay fines, but it's because they are at the airport. They are forgiven, but I'll have to make sure that they pay their fines and their penalties. Let me see. So just copy paste the command by David, Goga, and crooked pitch raid. That one. And then that's what we are going to use wherever we are going to land. Let me see that I can get this. And once again, guys, thank you so much for the gifts and the super chats and the memberships. I don't take that for granted. Tandra, J Van, thank you so much for that. Green, Thrive and Glow with Joe, thank you so much for the gifts. Tandra, thanks so much for that membership. Wamuyu, appreciate the membership as well. Tasharia, thanks so much for the jewels. Wait. David, thanks so much for like bribing the guests. Tasharia, oh my God, Tasharia, thank you so much for the 32 months of trust. Oh my goodness, Tasharia, remember for like, Tasharia is like my top 3, one of my top 3 longest channel members. But that is, I've known Tasharia for like quite a minute. For you to see 32 months, I've known her for like a while, way over 2 years, I think, and counting. Thanks so much, Tasharia, for the 32 months of trust. I don't take that for granted. I really appreciate that. Allow me to give you your video for gratitude for that, and then we can figure out the rate. This is for Tasharia. May your pot bring in abundance. May your pot bring in abundance. All right, guys, I need to go. I need to set. You left the plane in Canada. Yes, that Canadian flight did not reach in Kenya. That Canadian flight never reached Kenya. Let me just leave it at that. It's called that. Is it called Niagara Falls or something like that? That flight never reached this country. The pilot crashed it because the pilot did not read. And now she has to pay like $5 to any random creator on the YouTube streets. Yeah. All right, guys, let me get the affirmation. I do have the affirmation. The affirmation is so beautiful. Let me see that I can get you the affirmation. The affirmation is so beautiful. I enjoy this affirmation. So I'm going to share it with you. Let me see. There are some affirmations here. Hold on. Elsie says receipts. Elsie, it is Sunday. Elsie, what is wrong with you? It is Sunday. We are not discussing receipts. We have just come from church. We've just come from church with Pastor Crooked Peach. You're busy asking for receipts. Elsie, what is wrong with you? Hab, this confidence that Elsie has, this is what because she knows she's not the subject of receipts. She knows she's not done anything wrong in the past week. That is why she's trying to instigate this receipt. Trust me, if she had done something wrong and she thinks I know, she would not have even talked. She would have just been dropping smiling emojis. This pride when you have not done anything wrong. We are just from church. You can't be asking for receipts, Elsie. What is wrong with you, Elsie? Leave me. I've never seen when you see Elsie this confident, just know she did not crash, she did not have any problems or infractions. And I know how even me, I'm like shocked. Look at this confidence. Receipts time, like this is not unlike Elsie. I've never seen Elsie willingly say this. I'm actually shocked. I'm actually shocked because this confidence. No. The reason is when you see Elsie talking like this is pride. She knows she has not done anything wrong this week, so she knows I have no receipts on her. That's why she's talking badly like this. She knows I have no receipts on her. Even me, I am shocked. I'm like, this is Elsie. I've never seen Elsie speak with a lot of confidence like this. All right, let me see. Elsie had a question for you. Elsie, I don't know that you can answer me this question, but just tell me how many WH are left. Just give me an idea because I need to know because we need to push you across the finish line. We are pushing a lot of people so that before December, all of you get your YPP status. Elsie, how many to go? Just give me a hint so that I can know because there's one of my ninjas. My ninja is very busy somewhere, so I need to have an idea how much effort I need to put this coming week. Herald of Mary got her monetization back, guys. Thank you so much for that. Herald of Mary got her monetization back. She just sent me a message like I think 3 days ago saying how she's very grateful. You guys are so nice. You actually went and supported her in the background and the bushes. She applied for monetization. YouTube gave her back her monetization. So she's happy. So thank you so much for the people who supported Herald of Mary. I know I may not mention all of you, but I really appreciate that. Like these are the things this is why I'm on YouTube, guys. These kind of things. Like the girl was so worried that she was going to lose her monetization, and then she got the congratulations email when she reapplied, and she's happy. So at least I know she's out of the list. So Elsie, you're the one who needs to answer me. Then I know how much work we need to put in. I need to make noise for you until you get to the finish line. You and God. I know God is working so hard, but I know God was on vacation and now God is back. Not God like God will never fail. That is the name of the channel. God will never fail. So yeah, just let me know, Elsie. Then I see whether I can get you some extra support so that you get to your finish line. All right. Let me know. Let me see whether I can get the range. Let me see whether I can get the raid destination. Raid destination, share the screen. Oh, what am I doing now? I'm not supposed to be sharing the screen. Customization, redirect. Hey, Tasharia, thank you so much for the flights that you did on Friday. Those flights were so good. You sent us to Crystal. Crystal sent us to what's his name? Chills, Elevated Chills. Chills is the one who killed that flight. It was so nice. Thank you so much, Tasharia, for that. That was so beautiful. Yeah, that was so beautiful. Diesel is live. See. Guys, we need to change the raid command. David, we need to change the raid command. Diesel celebrated his birthday, and I don't think we wished him a happy birthday. So instead of typing, so you can say Crooked Goga and Crooked Peach happy birthday raid or something like that. We need to wish Diesel a happy birthday. Because he celebrated a birthday. When did he celebrate his birthday? It's the other day. He was in London celebrating his birthday, so I was hoping that he was live today so that we can just go wish him a happy birthday. And let me confirm whether he's live. He's still live. So let us go wish Cloud Diesel a happy birthday. He only has 5 people watching, and he needs 6 houses to reach 400 subscribers. He only needs 6 houses. So I want you guys to go on this raid and round off the numbers for me, so that you can get to 400. Thank you so much, Kisha, and Kisha, welcome back. So yes, whatever Omar typed, Goga and Crooked Pitch, happy birthday raid. So let us go and wish Diesel a happy birthday. And the best gift you can give him is like make sure you're connected to him so that he can hit 400 on his birthday. Thank you so much, Elsie. Elsie, message me on Instagram. I'll be waiting. I want those receipts. I want those receipts. Oh, and sister and Sandy, thank you so much, Hub, for that clarification. So and Sandy, thanks so much, Hub. I've got it. I got it. I will get Hub on my main house. Elsie is on my ninja because I already finished Elsie with my main house. So I will go back to. I will give Sandy my. I will give Sandy my main house, and then my ninja is almost finished in Elsie. So we are at, I think, number 30. Elsie has 86 videos or something. So my ninja is on video number. Let me see. 37. So I'm on video number 37. I'm halfway through Elsie's list and stuff. Yeah. Goga and Crooked Pitch, happy birthday raid. David has already done the thing. So just copy paste that thing. That's what you're going to do. Goga and Crooked Pitch, happy birthday raid. So let us just go and wish that young man a happy birthday. Connect to him. Let his numbers get to 400. I keep giving him pressure that he needs to get all his watch hours. So, but him, if he gets to 500 subscribers, I'll be very happy because then he'll get his half monetization. Diesel has way more than 4,000 watch hours. I don't think that is going to be a problem for him. Watch hours is not a problem for Diesel. He just needs to get these numbers going. Okay, I've got the affirmation. Pause the music a bit. We are going to Diesel. We are going to London. Okay, let me read the affirmation real quick and then we can go. I will see you on Wednesday at the academy. So in case we'll discuss, I'll figure out a topic tomorrow we can discuss. In case YouTube does not do anything tomorrow, because YouTube has this habit of making changes on Mondays. If YouTube does not do anything tomorrow or that does not announce any new thing tomorrow, I will teach what I wanted to teach 3 weeks ago on at the academy on Wednesday. Okay. All right. Let us do this. And Kisha, please keep the live streams going. I wish I could give you my green screen so that you can show people that you are still on the cruise. Kisha, if you need my green screen so that we can tell people we are still on the cruise, I'm more than happy to lend you my green screen. Let me know in case you need it. We can do something, Kisha. People can think we are still on the cruise, Kisha. If you want, whatever you do, that information is entirely up to you. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah. Gamers always have mad. Yeah, I know. Hub. I'm not worried about Diesel's WH. When it comes to WH, I'm not worried about Diesel's WH. I know he's doing very well. I'm not worried about Diesel's WH. I know he's going to be. I know he's going to do just fine. Yeah. So Kisha, we can fake it until we make it. In case you still need us to be on a cruise for the rest of the week, I will not tell people that you're back home. Let me know. You know, I'm a gatekeeper. I'll keep the information. All right, guys. This is the affirmation. And this affirmation is going to be very relatable after listening to what Peach said. And this is what the affirmation says. The people who change their lives are not consumed by what is. They are committed to what could be. You see, most people look at where they are today and assume that is where they will always be. But the people who create extraordinary lives think differently. They use the future to transform the present. They make present moment decisions based on their future self, not their past self. Because a compelling and magnetic vision gives you the courage to apply for the job before you feel ready, to start the business before you have all the answers, to start the channel even when you are afraid of facing the camera. I just added that. And to leave what no longer fits because you know something better exists. Isn't this what Peach just said? Your circumstances may explain where you are, but they do not have to decide where you're going. I'll repeat that last part. Your circumstances may explain where you are, but they do not have to decide where you're going. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for making it to the Sunday service. Let us take our flight to the United Kingdom and go wish that young man a happy birthday. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your gift of community. I will see you on the other side. Bye, guys. Take care of yourself and see you on Wednesday at the Academy. Right.
Sunday service, love and hope are guiding light. Everyone welcome here. Unity lifts us higher. Inspirations, lights our ways, uplifting words, collaboration.